So, hello, friends, and welcome to the very first SuperPod Network Special. I will be your host today, Thrak, and you can call me Thrak as well if you were curious. So, today we will be discussing the Nintendo Direct that happened on the 18th of June, 2024. And so I'm saying we because I'm not alone. We're not alone in this room. I'm joined by my esteemed panel of SuperPod bros here. So let's bring them all in, shall we? See, there they are.
Hey,
How's everyone doing? Everyone doing well?
Feeling very reptilian today.
Feeling reptilian. Great.
I still have a summer cold, so yeah.
nice.
Yeah, Mr. Summer Cold. So real quick, I will introduce everybody. Starting right next to me, he's my co-host of the 3DO Experience. He hosts Gaming Collecting. He hosts Geek Addicts. He is a very busy man. He has a summer cold, and he'll probably be getting drunk at your next NASCAR event. It's Bill, everybody. Hey Bill.
Guys.
Nice to see you again.
Yeah, it feels like we talked just yesterday.
Yeah, it does. It's very, very strange. So right below me, this time, he is the host of SuperPod Saga. He's the co-host of Retro Rehab, and he's most likely stalking the Hamburger Helper Mitt. It's Aaron. Aaron, how you doing, buddy?
Pretty good, man. I'm trying to catch up on some caffeine because it's been a long, rainy day here in good old Iowa. But
nice. Good. We had like some pop-up showers here the other day, but it's just been hot and dry up in Ohio. It's just been awful. So hopefully we'll get some rain.
Sounds like the perfect place for reptiles such as myself. Okay.
Exactly. and then last but not least, he is the host of Super Ghost Radio. He's the co-host of Retro Rehab, and he hates the Xbox 360 controller because he's a little bitch. It's Gerry.
Hey,
Gerry, how you doing, buddy?
Good, man. Happy, horny, and healthy.
As everyone should be.
Is that what Triple H's name stands for?
I kind of wish it was now.
It's like
it's Hunter.
Isn't it like Hendrick Harry?
It's Hunter
or something?
Hunter Hurst Helmsley.
Hamburger Helper Heath.
I hate that I know it's actually like Hunter Hurst Helmsley because he came in as like the Connecticut Blue Blood or whatever.
Is that actually his name? That's crazy.
Well, his real name is Jean-Paul Levesque, but
not better.
No, it is not. But we're not. But we're not here to talk wrestling. So we are here to talk. Yeah. Oh, that's another show. We're here to talk about, as I said, the aforementioned June Nintendo Direct. So, I guess before we deep dive, because I have the list of games and we'll go through them. Do we have any general thoughts? Like, did you like it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? You know, real quick. You screamed at work, eh?
I screamed at work. I almost got on top of my fucking desk.
You rip your shirt off? We're like, yeah,
man.
Brother.
I just really like Mario Party.
Yeah, I legit. So I was at work when it was going, and we can't have phones or anything there because it's machine shop. But I had like literally like my phone was blowing up in my pocket. And I was like, "Did you see this?" And I'm like, "No, I haven't. Please stop. I want to experience this on my own. Damn it, not have to like get like spoiled everything." And unfortunately, most things leaked through by the time I actually saw it. But it was still I enjoyed most of it for the most part.
Aaron?
By the way, I mean, I thought, should I still be streaming this to the Discord? Because, like, couldn't they just watch it on Twitch?
They could, yeah.
That's what I thought you were going to do. I thought you were just going to drop a link.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
I did put the link in my Twitter, so.
Okay. I'm gonna. I thought it was pretty good. I think I forget who it was that said it, but all the first party shit, all the first party reveals were awesome. They were stellar. Like they opened it fucking beautifully, and then all the third party stuff, like most of the third party stuff, I didn't give a shit about, but it's good, pretty solid. Like B minus, something like that.
Yeah, I would say I'm in agreement. I came out of it thinking that was a pretty good direct. And actually, it was our first general direct of the year because in February we had that partner showcase. So usually when Nintendo skips first party talk at one particular direct, they usually come in with a lot of the good stuff. And there was one particular game I got added a couple times at, but we'll get to that in a second. But yeah, I thought overall was a good direct, and we'll get right into it because Nintendo got right into it. They opened with a series I thought was dead. I think most of us were like,
me too.
This one ain't coming back. We're done. And then holy shit, Mario and Luigi is back. And at first I was like, is this, are they bringing that Bowser's Inside Story remake to Switch, which they should have did in the first place? But no, this is a brand new Mario and Luigi game called Mario and Luigi Brothership, the first new game in the series since Paper Jam back in 2015. And this releases on November the 7th of this year. The first person I thought of when I saw this game was the man currently right below me right now, Aaron. Aaron, please.
Yeah.
What did you think of this one?
Oh, well, oh shit. I love the Stop
I
it up a little bit.
died.
Yeah. I immediately messaged Tommy as soon as I saw Mario and Luigi in that like signature like cartoony art style. I was like, Tommy, look. And he was like, I know, I'm sobbing. And it looks really fucking good, dude. The Brobes moves, or the moves that they showed, look really, really cool. The exploration, just the fact that it's on I guess kind of a home console. I guess the Switch is a home console. The fact that it's on a home console now and they could do whatever the fuck they want with it. They don't have to put in gimmicky touch and like microphone garbage.
What, you don't want to turn your Switch sideways and then blow at it?
No, dude.
You don't just want to see Luigi sleeping on the top screen for half the game?
Fuck with his mustache the entire game.
I was gonna say I like pulling on his nose a little bit and like tickling his butthole a little bit, but I mostly just want to play Mario and Luigi.
We need the tickling Luigi butthole game. Nintendo, come on.
That's the hentai version. That's the rated M version.
I'm really curious who's developing this game,
because Me too.
It hasn't been announced, but like looking at the trailer, like it looks dead on Mario and Luigi. Like the combat looks dead on, the exploration, the art style.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was Grezzo.
Maybe, but I
think Grezzo's busy with a different game.
Possible. But the thing that hit me was it didn't look dead and lifeless like all the Paper Mario games have looked recently, like with no originality. Like there was original looking characters and like all sorts of stuff. The only thing that threw me off is I'm still not used to Mario's new voice. So like when I heard him in the trailer say Luigi, I was like, oh, that's still weird to me.
Oh, I hope he gets to re-record the baby from Partners in Time. Baby.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Yeah. Like, so, Gerry, did you have any thoughts on Brothership?
I like this whole direct. The only thing I was like at my desk watching it at work with like my phone kind of propped up against my monitor while I'm trying to like do orders and stuff. And I just kept going, what? And my coworker was like looking back. She's like, what's up? And I was like, what? Like I felt like I was in a fucking bit on I Think You Should Leave, because I just kept like saying what over and over with no context. And she's like, is there something going on? I'm like, what?
You're like, this
How can this be? How is this possible?
It's Nintendo, Karen. You wouldn't understand.
Yeah. And I was like, there's a new Mario and Luigi game. She was like, oh, that's cool. And I was like, yeah, but Lil, you don't understand. It's like
you don't
Mario
get it.
And Luigi.
Cheryl, you don't get it.
This series was dead.
It's an RPG, all right?
Yeah.
Then your boss is like, what? Rocket propelled grenade or whatever? Like he knows what the fuck that stands
for.
They're like, bro, the subtitle's a pun. It's a pun because they're in a ship. And they're going on islands, man.
Because they're brothers.
Fucking Wind Waker.
But yeah, I also, from that trailer, the only thing I kept asking myself was, is this a fucking co-op game? Because if they make this a co-op game,
they should.
Holy shit, dude.
They really should. I think the Mario and Luigi games have always kind of missed the boat on having like a co-op story mode.
It's so
that would be really fucking cool.
It's like such a layup. It's like, why wouldn't you want to do like couch co-op with a buddy,
or even online
through this game? And like I feel like it would be along the lines of playing like It Takes Two. It's a game that like you could play it solo, but it's way better with two players.
I completely agree.
Can you even play that solo? Maybe you can.
Oh, brother. Maybe, I'm not sure, Because I know
But you know
there's
what I
like
mean,
that
like-
Brothers Tales of Two Sons. Like you can play that one player, but it's really fucking annoying to play it that way. So
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I feel like this is such a good opportunity for, because I mean, the whole thing ever since the Switch has been around has been like play with friends. Like they've always. I feel like a lot more has come out that's been more co-op focused on the Switch. So
yeah.
I feel like there's no reason why it wouldn't be.
So I hope they make it co-op. I feel like they would have mentioned it here if it was co-op, but you know how Nintendo is. They like to
Maybe.
be weird for weird's sake.
Yeah, Nintendo being Nintendo. A lot.
Yeah. And as far as the developer was concerned, I heard a rumor that it's a Monolith Soft doing it.
What?
That could be cool.
Potentially, which I could see that, you know, as like a little like a smaller like kind of side game while they're between say Xenoblades or whatever new IPs that they're working on, you know.
It looks like seamless. Like
It looks so good.
like if you didn't know Alpha Dream closed down, you would think Alpha Dream made it.
Yeah, like it retains the same art style, it retains the same humor, like everything. It's a perfect fit. And when I saw this, I'm like, okay, who the fuck at Nintendo is being like, guys, Miyamoto has his back turned. Throw all the Mario RPGs out. Like get them all out.
Yeah,
In the
we've
span
had
of like a
3
year and a
in a-
half, we've had the Mario RPG remake, the Thousand Year Door remake, and now a new Mario and Luigi game.
And then
So
just a couple
somebody
years
at-
ago was Origami King.
Yeah, so somebody at Nintendo is like really pushing the Mario RPGs, and maybe because Miyamoto's focused on like the Mario movies or theme parks or whatever, it's like, he doesn't care
Fucking
anymore.
theme park. He's
So-
Willy
You
You
Wonka
know
at
what?
this
Like
fucking
if
point.
you had to ask me like 4 years ago, would they ever remake a Super Mario RPG? I'd be like,
No,
you out of your fucking mind? No,
like maybe
they're
HD
never-
2D, maybe, but
yeah,
it
maybe
seems
not like a full blown remake.
Yeah,
So like, I feel like at this point, anything can possibly happen, and I
Except for
feel
Custom
like
Robo.
don't say that,
Rip.
Aaron.
Or
Don't
Chibi
say that.
Robo.
you can't just put it in the universe like
Oh,
that, dude.
I want Chibi Robo so bad.
They're never gonna make fucking Custom Robo
Oh,
again. I'm gonna cry about it
F-Zero.
forever.
We'll never get a new
Like
F-Zero.
with Chibi Robo, all they have to do is port the GameCube version to the Switch, and I'd be a happy guy. Like that's a 10 out of 10 game, so that's all they need.
But
to
yeah,
do.
I feel like this new kind of, just like you guys were saying, like having Nintendo pushing the RPGs in the Mario universe out now, I would love for them to just blow everybody's socks straight off their ankles and just be like, we are bringing Super Mario RPG back with a sequel. 'Cause,
Yeah,
like,
bring back
why
Gino
couldn't
and
they?
Malo.
Yeah,
Bring
like
back-
I feel like Square probably would do that at some point. Like if Nintendo approached them and was like, hey, you guys want to break the internet? Let's fucking break the internet. Like let's put out this game and people are gonna go haywire for it. Like I
Mhm.
know for me personally, like I'd buy 7 copies.
and just one for each day of the week.
That's true. He's tossing the trash.
Yeah, I don't know
I'm
which
done with
streamer
this.
it was. There was one streamer, like it was like him and his wife were reacting to when they announced the Mario RPG remake in that direct, and he just started bawling, like tearing up like a child. And his wife was like rubbing his shoulders, and they're like, "Chat, this is his favorite game of all time." So it was just like, yeah. So they have that power. But yeah, hopefully Mario and Luigi Brothership. It's out in November, so it's their big holiday game, which is an interesting choice, but it's exciting. I think we're all here for it. I think day one for most of us.
Definitely one of
Yeah.
the highlights of the show. Like opened up fucking
Oh yeah,
strong.
Yeah, did not expect that at all.
literally,
So,
like my buddy Schnickerman over on the GNC network, he literally messages me like right after the show, and he's like, Bill, new Mario and Luigi, this is not a drill. And I was just like, what? I was like, oh no. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
I have to see this now.
yeah.
I
I'm glad
also
they started
did,
with that too.
I Schnickerman in the chat, by the way.
I did something similar. Actually, I think I screenshot it and showed it to Aaron. I like texted my buddy. I was like, knew this, and knew this. And he was just like, what? And I was like, yeah, that's what I was doing at work. I was just screaming what the whole time. And that's all he could say was like, what? I was like, this is not a drill, dude. I'm not fucking around here. All right. This is serious business.
Yes. Mario and Luigi is
work.
big business.
Leave work. It's
It
an
is.
emergency.
Call the cops.
I need to call in sick with diarrhea because Mario and Luigi. That was
I
such a
imagine
good one to
Aaron, don't like let work know what you're gonna do.
Are we doing this in the order that it was in the direct? Because
Yeah, yeah. I have
there's a couple
yeah.
games here
I
that
have the
segue
whole list,
perfectly
and
with diarrhea.
I have the whole list, and we will be going in order. But you were
always
saying
save
something,
diarrhea
Aaron?
for last. I was gonna say like that was probably the best one to start it off with because like that's a series we've been waiting for a long fucking time. Like they couldn't have started it off with a better game unless they were like, hey, we're gonna bring back custom Robo for Aaron. We got your letters. We're bringing it back, baby. But
imagine if he's just like, this is specifically for SuperPod Saga, and you'd be like, what the fuck?
You know what I really hated though? Like the days prior to the direct, just people like posting stuff like, if they mention Donkey Kong's name during the direct, I'll give everybody a follow. And it's like, you motherfucker, I don't see you following like 10,000 people right now. It's
Yeah,
still,
yeah.
like, it's
Twitter,
like
Twitter,
bullshit.
Yeah, Twitter clickbait has gotten really bad.
Oh God, I hate that shit so much.
Yeah. Speaking of shit I don't care for, Nintendo World Championships, NES edition.
This is where I went right to my phone and was like,
I don't know, man.
Anything else?
So this has been
crazy. Y'all are
so this
crazy.
has been announced previously.
Y'all are absolute psychopaths.
Yeah, so this is basically for the sickos who wanted NES Remix to come back. We didn't get NES Remix, so they're rebranding it as like a Nintendo World Championship thing. It has like an online ghost mode or something. It's out July 18th. Like the styling is cute, you know, going with the Nintendo World Championship thing for NES, but I think all of us agree that who fucking cares, right? Like
I
like
do. What the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, I'm sorry. Please.
Is there anybody in this that cares?
Hang on. Will from the Novel Console Discord, if you're watching this or listening to this, whatever,
he might be.
He's looking forward to it too. Me and Will.
Okay. So were you a fan of NES Remix?
I played a little bit of the one on 3DS, and I thought it was cool. But like this new thing actually looks really fucking sweet because you can do like online speedrunning competitions with your friends, or you can do like local co-op or something. Like, see, you get all your friends really, really drunk, really, really fast, and then be like, I bet I could beat your fucking ass speedrunning Super Mario 3 or something fucking stupid, and it just be fun to do. It just sounds really, really fun to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm just stupid. Maybe I'm an idiot. I don't know.
I don't know about that, Aaron. Like,
I mean, my diet does consist 90% of hamburger helper, so
Betty Crocker, please sponsor us.
Please, Betty, please. I need it.
Please.
Betty,
So instead of Aaron and Will, Bill and Gerry, you guys not too interested in this one?
I mean, I like the aesthetic of it, but it's not something I'm ever going to play because I'm so behind on games I actually want to play. It's like I don't want to fail at competing against other people at games that I only kind of like most of the time.
I imagine the people who are excited for this are going to love it. They're going to have a great time with it.
Me and Will.
So good for them. Yeah, good for them. And what I like is the Switch has so much variety, even in the first party stuff, which the last couple consoles was lacking in that variety. So it's nice to see them do all this like random stuff as well.
Wait, hold up. What did you just say?
What, that the last couple
Random
Nintendo consoles? What, that the last couple Nintendo consoles haven't had too much variety?
Like the Wii and the Wii U?
Wii
U.
Yeah, I mean, they had a pretty decent amount.
It just felt like there was like too much emphasis on like 2D platformers and like casual party games, you know? Because here it's like we're getting RPGs.
Zombie U? You gonna argue with me?
That was Ubisoft. That wasn't them.
I think more like the year where they announced and released 2 new Super Mario Brother games in like the same year, and it was like, goddamn guys, slow that fuck down.
Yeah, that was a rough time.
Fucking Luigi, hey, we're making Luigi U or whatever the fuck.
I bought that shit and immediately was like, why did I buy this?
I bought every year a Luigi game, and I was like, the poor fucker, like his year, and like it's the worst point in Nintendo's history.
For real.
Poor bastard.
That was 10 years ago, too.
I know.
Over 10 years ago. God, where's the time go?
Dude, don't do this. Don't do it.
No.
We're going to all reduce to fucking dust here in a second.
Speaking of reducing to dust, we have Fairy Tail 2.
Brilliant transition.
An action RPG based on the anime and manga series of the same name. It's coming out this winter for Switch, PlayStation 4 and 5, and PC. I've never heard of this series before in my life. I'm not a weeb, I swear. So I don't know anything about this. Anybody here? Fairy Tail? Anything?
I've seen a little bit of it.
know
It's
about it, but
it's a pretty
It's-
all right anime.
I've seen it. I've never watched it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just-
It's alright. It's just another.
it just looked like a bad Tales game.
The game, it reminded me of I think Bandai Namco's making it, and it reminded me of was it Dragon Ball Z Kakarot?
Not as expansive. It kind of reminded me a bit of like the Naruto Ninja Storm games.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I think
see
it's actually
that. I see
a
that.
turn-based RPG, isn't the Fairy Tail one? I know the
I think
first
it's
one
action
was.
RPG.
Yeah.
Well, this one's action. I'm pretty sure.
Because I think the first Fairy Tail game, the first Fairy Tail RPG, I think that was made by Gust. I think whoever makes the Atelier games or whatever.
That's Gust, yeah.
Yeah, I think they did the first. Maybe I'm talking out of my ass. I don't know. I'm fairly certain Gust made the Fairy Tail RPG, and I'm fairly
have to
certain
ask,
this new one is a turn-based RPG. Yeah.
I'll have to ask Matt. I think Matt has watched Fairy Tail. I'm not sure if he's played these though.
Well, hopefully the Fairy Tail fans are pleased with this one. So next up is this one I was actually really excited for, Fantasian Neo Dimension.
Yeah.
So-
is
so
this,
there-
is this a port?
Yes. So
Yeah.
this had been around the rumor mill for a little while. So this is the Apple Arcade exclusive
I knew
JRPG made by Mistwalker. Hironobu Sakaguchi. After he left Square, he formed Mistwalker, Blue Dragon, Lost Odyssey, all that good stuff.
Yep.
And he
I love you, Blue Dragon.
and and so the last few games they've made have been mobile games, and Fantasian was their most recent game, Apple Arcade exclusive. It was released in 2 parts, and people really, really liked it. In fact, I know a couple people who bought an Apple Arcade just to try it out. But now it's finally coming to every console: PlayStation, Xbox, PC, Switch. It combines parts 1 and 2 together into Neo Dimension. There might be some quality of life improvements, but I'm not 100% sure on that. But that's coming out this holiday. And this looks really, really fucking cool to me. I've always been interested in playing this game. I don't know if anyone here has played it.
Same.
I played like an hour of it. I was like, I really liked it, but I just can't play an RPG on my phone.
I know. You know what? The lengths that I went to try to enjoy this fucking game. I used my phone to cast to my LG TV,
Yeah.
and I was like,
Christ.
"This is totally fine." And I'm like trying to play it with and it was like the lag was so bad, and I was like, "This is good.
decent.
This is a good game." And then after like 15 minutes, I was like, "Who am I kidding, man? I can't do this. I can't."
I tried playing Final Fantasy VII on my phone. I'm like, my fingers are just all over the screen. I'm like, I can't see shit.
Dude,
I'm like, this is.
I remember playing, or I bought there's the 3D remake of Final Fantasy 3 on my iPod Touch 4 back in the day, and I was like, this is fucking tight, and like nothing's ever gonna get better than this. And like the iPhone, or not the iPhone, but the iPod Touch 4 is like that fucking big, so the screen was like this fucking big. I feel like,
Oh. Well, now all of our problems are solved now because we can play this on our consoles with a controller.
Look forward to it.
Thank
I can't
God,
wait.
yes.
praise
I'm
God.
very excited. And this is being published by Square Enix. So it all
Oh, nice.
comes full circle.
Wow, that's interesting.
So yeah, I'll be one of like 10 people who play this on the Xbox. So hell yeah, baby.
The
No
way I
worry.
see it is,
Yeah.
I loved
would
Lost
too.
Odyssey. I loved Blue Dragon. I loved The Last Story. I'm probably gonna love this. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And another rumor I've heard, I don't know how true it is, but there might be
Spill
a
the
Blue
beans.
Dragon remaster in the works. So
Aaron,
That'd be cool
Maybe.
if they include all the DLC with it. That'd be fucking tight. But like, I already own. I don't know.
You're like holding back.
his face was like, I don't know about that.
Yeah, because like I own a physical copy of it, and they gave away a free copy of it at one point, like a free digital copy. So I have 2 copies of the fucking game. I don't need another one. Stop giving me free shit, Xbox.
Exactly. All right. Speaking of free shit, we have a free update coming to Nintendo Switch Sports. Basketball is coming this summer. This looks just like basketball in Wii Sports Resort. Sure.
I was
Fine.
at this point in
Ooh.
the direct where I took my shirt off. I was so excited.
Ready to shoot 3-pointers, dunk on all
I-
these fucking 6-year-olds playing this game online.
I forgot
Wahoo!
Nintendo Switch Sports was a thing. So like I saw that and I saw like the quote unquote me characters and I'm like, what the fuck are those? Like I was like, this game looks fugly.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think the characters look cute. That's the only part of the game that I thought looked pretty cool. Like everything else was just like, again, wahoo.
There was a different game that was shown off here, and I feel like I was the only person that got excited about it. That kind of shares the same thing of the Mii characters, but I guess we'll get to that in a bit.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't add baseball. I thought baseball would have been the better fit because of the Wii Sports connection. But yeah, but as soon as they added golf, and Switch Sports, that's all I ever fucking play on it. So who cares, man? I'm sure.
I just don't know why they aren't adding pickleball. All the kids are playing pickleball these days.
They might as well.
Dude,
that actually, like a new sport, that'd be cool.
People talk about fucking
disc golf is
all the time.
fun.
Disc golf, curling. I'd play the curling game.
Bring back the bike riding.
Ringette.
Oh, I
put a fucking barbershop sim in it. I don't give a shit.
Cut your Mii's hair.
Let's just get old and add shuffleball or
hamburger helper dinner plate
shuffleball
fucking manager.
Yeah, there you go.
There's a hidden mini game where you can play Sonic Shuffle. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, it takes 7 hours to finish up one map because that game is bullshit.
I want them to remake Sonic Shuffle so bad. That'd be great.
Sonic Spitball.
All right, Mio, Memories in Orbit. This is a 2D Metroidvania indie game, I believe, coming to all consoles and PC next year. You know, for a split second, you might call me dumb for this. For a split second, I went, Silksong?
Yeah, same.
For like the split second, I'm like, kind of aesthetic, but obviously it's not.
The game's never coming out. That's the new Metroid 4. It's never coming out.
Keep the clown makeup on, everyone.
No. It's the new
Beyond Good and
Evil 2.
Even though
yeah,
Beyond Good and Evil 2.
What happened to that game? I did not think about that game until you just said it, and I feel like they showed that at like E3 2013, and they were like, "This is coming out like this year, guys, like for real."
And actually, interestingly enough, Beyond Good and Evil, the HD version is now being delisted everywhere because they're thinking Ubisoft, for the 20th anniversary of it, which is this year, they're gonna put like a new remaster of it out. So we'll see.
Thank God I already got it with Games with Gold.
Good for you, man.
I think I have 2 copies. I think I have 2 copies of it on
sale.
PS2.
Yeah, it's probably on sale, man.
It's one of the.
Download a ROM.
It's just such a weird game. Just the history of it, but
don't encourage piracy on the stream, there, Jer.
I didn't.
You said download a ROM.
I don't mean like a ROM.
Don't listen, Daddy Ubisoft. Stop listening. All right. So yeah, Mio. It looks neat. I don't know if I'll ever play it, but it looks cool.
It looks like Ori and the Blind Forest, but like
mixed with like Super Meat Boy or something.
It even has the same. I forget what it's. I think it's the bash ability. I think it has the exact same from Ori.
Yeah, the redirect fucking thing.
Yeah,
That's my favorite part of the whole game.
Yeah,
so
like
good.
I didn't care for Blind Forest. I thought it took way too long to actually get going. But Will and the Wisps is like one of the best fucking games I've ever played in my life. So.
Thrak, I love you, but I'm the exact opposite. I fucking loved how like slick and fucking smooth the traversal was in the first game, and then I tried to play Wisps, and it focused. First off, I hate saying the word wisps or crisps. Any word that ends with SPS, fuck that word.
Sounds like you're calling a fucking cat over.
I know, but yeah,
We'll get to the cat later.
Yeah, this is a conversation for like a whole other podcast. But yeah, I respect your opinion. I respect it.
Well, hey, bring me on Retro Rehab, and we'll duke it out on Ori. All right.
We'll talk about the Xbox 360/1 games on Retro Rehab.
There we go. All right. Disney Illusion Island is getting a story expansion that is out now. Disney Illusion Island. It's Switch exclusive, I believe. I haven't played it. I've heard good things about it. Our good buddy Chris at A Novel Console, he said he has played this game with his wife, and his wife does not play games, but they've had a great time. So you can ask him about it. Maybe he's in the chat. I don't know. But that's cool. It's getting a big story expansion. So fans of that will have more content. Another Apple Arcade exclusive is coming over. Hello Kitty Island Adventure. You know, the crazy thing is I was watching Nate the Hate do his predictions, and he's like, I think this game's showing up in the direct, and here it fucking is. So he knows shit.
That was
So-
like one of multiple games where I was like, this looks like Animal Crossing. And then I just kind of moved on from there.
I think that's what this is. It's like an Animal Crossing Hello Kitty game, which I'm sure if you're a big Hello Kitty fan, you're probably also into Animal Crossing, so I imagine it works. It's coming to Switch and PC next year as a timed exclusive.
That was
with
the
PS
first time they mentioned that. They mentioned it a few times during the show.
with PS4 and PS5 versions coming later. So
PS4.
yeah, PS4
How
ain't
long,
dead.
man?
It's not dead.
Sony doesn't kill their consoles until they're like 2 consoles ahead. Basically.
Half their user base is on PS4.
the
Like
PS4
the
won't
Hello
die
Kitty
until-
fan base.
Sure.
Maybe.
Oh,
Sure, why not?
No, they're secretly all Xbox.
You're
players,
melting my
whatever you say.
brain.
No Xbox for Hello Kitty. We're getting Xbox taxed. Anyway, speaking of wacky, Looney Tunes Wacky World of Sports is
Oh,
coming to fall
yeah.
this year.
I
Where
don't
I
give
get-
a
Another
shit
game.
about this,
Where-
dude. I yawn.
Dude,
Where
what the fuck are we doing?
I wrote for this where the Looney Tunes have wacky times with wacky sports like golf, tennis, and soccer.
Yeah, this
It-
game
All I was
felt
thinking
like
is like,
It looks bad. It doesn't even look
should've
like
came out in,
graphically it looks bad.
2003.
Yeah. Oh, there was that Looney Tunes Back in Action game.
Yeah,
I'd rather be hitting the
We don't need
fucking head
this.
with a brick, dude.
all,
Just
all I
fucking
was
beat me
thinking
to
was
death
like,
with a brick. I don't want to play that fucking game.
all
I will
I thought
drink
was,
bleach.
I was just thinking like, the Space Jam revival is already like long dead at this point. Why are they even trying
Yep.
this now?
And it didn't revive Warner Brothers like they thought it was going to do. Like it didn't bring back the Looney Tunes. So.
They just fucking exhumed this corpse of a
Look what
movie.
they did to Space
and,
Jam.
they
Look
were
what they did to Space Jam, man.
yeah.
Like, it's dead. They're gone. Bugs is dead. Porky's dead. They're dead. They killed them. They didn't need to do this.
They died in the end of the second one?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I had no idea.
No, that's
Yeah,
part
they
2 of the first movie you're thinking about. It's so Porky has this whole like redemption arc, right? This whole anime training arc. I don't know, dude.
Then Animated Betrayals, Porky Pig,
And
and
then-
Bugs Bunny.
And then Lunatics Unleashed happened, and for anyone who remembers that,
Dude,
Was
I
Brendan
do.
Fraser in one of those?
yeah, he was in Back in Action.
Oh,
Who remembers
with,
Back in Action?
Steve,
Jeff Gordon was in it for 3 seconds.
and like
He was.
Was it Steve? Was it Steve Martin who played the bad guy, and he
Yeah,
always
he
walked like
did.
a penguin with his
He
arms
did.
behind his back?
Crazy
Hand over the
fucking
blue
time.
monkey now, dude. That was a good movie. Fuck this game, but that was a good
They
movie.
should just port that game. The game they
Port
made
the
for that.
movie.
Just port it here. Port the movie.
Give us a free
Support the
copy
movie
of
like
the movie.
Just buying a movie on the eShop for like it's the eShop, so $60.
Fuck yeah!
It'd be like
dude.
watching those GBA movies.
Hey man, hey, this is.
I loved watching Sonic X on my GBA.
I loved watching Shrek in 180p.
Did you ever see the double cart with Shrek and Shark Tale that was even slower?
It ran at 90p.
It's like a fucking slideshow.
You could count the pixels on the screen.
Shark Tale
I'm gonna-
slideshow. Just
gonna
for
piss
me
my
on my
pants, dude.
GBA.
It was terrible, terrible.
You literally just have to load up like a PowerPoint presentation.
The fucking
Just like a
audio would be clipping so bad, dude. Like he's going off about the onions and layers, and the audio
They
is just
swapped out Will
annihilating your
Smith's
speakers.
voice in Shark Tale because they can't afford him, so it's just like some guy.
They redub all the audio.
Beautiful. So many
We-
layers.
We couldn't afford Will Smith, so we got
The guy from
who
the
else there
game.
is.
Chris
Whoever
Rock.
played him in the game. Yeah, Chris Rock.
Gary Newman.
The salad dressing guy? No, it's Randy Newman. My bad.
Or something.
They're all the same.
All the Newmans.
Yep. All right.
Oh man.
So Among Us is now getting a new update. They're adding this is a big update because they're getting 3 new roles for crewmates and imposters: Tracker, Noisemaker, and Phantom. So this is a free update. So if you have Among Us, you just have this now.
I'm already
Um,
predicting like children are just going to be annoying little fucks with the noisemaker one, and it's going to be like great.
I was gonna
Most
say
likely.
I'm 33
You know what?
years old. I don't really give a fuck, man.
I'll say this though. I'll say this about Among Us. If you play with a bunch of friends,
Yeah, that's where it's the
it's really
funnest.
fun.
It's a great
It's
time.
Really fucking fun.
Absolutely.
If you just play online,
Oh god, with the racist
Holy-
children. Holy shit. Like
Shit.
holy shit.
They're
Like-
keeping the spirit of the COD lobbies alive, baby.
Man,
Dude.
I
Oh,
like.
before they had voice chat for like everybody, I used to look at the
Text.
names of the rooms, and it was like, oh my god, like
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Holy crap. Yeah. But I played Among Us recently with a friend of the network and in the chat, Danny. I played it
yeah.
with her and
Hello,
some people
Danny.
in her Discord. So, and that was a good time. So, outside of that, I can't recommend it, but it's Among Us.
we'll have to do
So-
a game night of it at some point. Just,
We
just
should.
Yeah, we
shits and
should.
giggles.
I bet it'd be hilarious if we all played it. It would be bonkers if we all played it. If we got all the the homies together. What just happened?
You can
I
show
was like, is
comments.
Danny joining the fucking call now?
No, you can show comments on StreamYard, so I figured I'd give her a
Oh.
shout out.
Dude, yeah,
So,
Among Us is pretty
Shout
fun.
out to Danny.
Yes. So this next game, I don't know what to make of this game. Maybe someone will help me out. Hopefully I say it right because I feel like the name sounds like a slur. Farmagia? Farmagia? I don't
cheese?
know.
What?
It's a farming sim RPG where you grow monsters to fight evil monsters.
And it's created by the guy who made Fairy Tale, apparently. So 2 Fairy Tale things.
So here's the thing. About
Holy
this
shit.
fucking thing. Before the Nintendo
Wow.
Direct,
Fromage. Thanks, Danny.
I
Fromage.
tweeted out that they have to have a minimum of like some sort of farm sim or some bullshit because it's so true. Every goddamn Nintendo Direct, it's like, you've heard of this game. Well, there's already 43 more of those games, but here comes the 44th. Like,
You've played and loved Harvest Moon. Now here's a Harvest Moon
Harvest Moon.
where you cheese and balloon animals.
Which direct was it that had was it like a dozen farming sims in it?
Oh, the one that had like Harvestella.
Yeah,
like, whatever the new
that
story
one.
season
That
was.
one was a nightmare.
Various Day
Just
Life
wouldn't
or whatever
stop.
the fuck.
Various Day Life. Oh,
it was
what a
bad.
fucking title. But
Not
yeah,
gonna
Farm-
lie though, NGL, if they made like another new Rune Factory, I would piss my pants
They
because
just did. It was 5. It was like a
That
couple
came out
years ago.
fucking- that came out like
It's
3
old
years
as
ago, though,
shit
wasn't it?
now.
Yeah,
It's
just
old as
remade-
shit.
They just remade 3.
NGL. I don't know
that's
what
true.
we're
I
talking
forgot about that. I'm trying to think of the word. Obsolete. It's obsolete now, Bill. It's been 3 years.
Well, my backlog is the size of China, so
that's that's fair.
I haven't got to it yet. So I'll
Factory
get there
takes a while.
eventually.
You could fit
have,
it all in Tiananmen Square.
I have
Well,
like 1,000 RPGs I haven't get to play. So
Exactly.
What came
So-
after Farmagia?
So, well, I find it interesting. This game was like, oh, you grow the monsters and like plants. I thought that was kind of interesting.
Yeah,
But
Never seen
but-
that before, Pal World.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say,
that's-
oh yeah,
Atomic
who
Rock.
remembers Pal World?
I
That was
don't.
a thing for about
Never-
a month.
yeah. So this launches on Switch, PS5, and PC on November 1st. So if you're into
Cool.
it, and I think our boy Schnickerman's into it, you'll have a good time, buddy. So the next one, I guess there's a domestic dispute at Kong's place because Donkey Kong Country Returns HD is coming. The third version of this game. It was released on Wii, then it was on 3DS, and now it's on Switch. So technically, they can call it HD.
Yes.
This launches January 16th, 2025. And it has all the added levels from the 3DS version, and hopefully it has the better frame rate of, I believe, the Wii version at 60.
And the
Um,
removed the motion controls, so it's infinitely more playable.
Yeah,
Thank
this will
fuck, dude.
most likely be the definitive version of this game, but I'm afraid they're going to price it at $60, which means I am not going to be getting it right away.
How much
I
is it
still-
in Canada?
I-
$79 goddamn dollars.
I don't even want
Buy
that.
another one, you rich motherfucker.
Like everyone talks about how great Tropical Freeze is,
It's
but
good.
I just refuse
is.
to pay $60 for it.
They
I
added
paid
Funky
20 for the
Kong.
Wii
What
U
the fuck are you
version.
talking about? Funky Kong is worth 30 bucks.
I feel like Funky Kong, like if they had a new game and Funky Kong was in it, he would look like
He'd be
How,
dead on a fucking couch. He'd be
who's
passed
the-
out from Ambien.
the
Did
singer
too much
of
heroin.
Guns N' Roses. I feel like he would look the way that
Axl
He
Rose.
I don't know why I forgot that. I feel like Funky Kong would look like, because back in the day, Funky Kong was like fucking cool shit, dude. Like has a
Just give
bandana
you a
on,
cigarette
had a
and shit.
surfboard and shit, and he's only like fucking looking at
You
the
kids
screen
ever
and shit.
seen a dead
Now
body?
I just feel like he would look the way that Axl Rose looks now.
See, when I
Fat
think
and
Funky
can't
Kong,
sing.
see when I think Funky Kong, I think of like that really bad Canadian TV show that was like,
Hey,
Dude, oh
Hey,
my God.
Did you like singing about their love is like a magic banana?
That was such a
I'm
good
sorry?
show.
You never saw the Donkey Kong Country TV show?
Oh,
It's
yeah,
so
yeah,
good.
yeah, yeah. I did. Yeah,
Where
I
they
know
sing their
it was
duet about how
computer
their love.
animated and really bad.
Candy and Donkey Kong sing about how their love is like a magic banana. It's the greatest thing ever.
Oh boy.
Candy Kong can get it, guys. All right.
They made her look like a typical 90s soccer mom though in the show, where she had like short hair and like looked like she was going to the gym every day.
Oh, cartoons ruined us, didn't they?
I really hope. Side note, I really hope they keep going down this path of like re-releasing like Wii games that came to 3DS and then put them on Switch, because like I would love to see like a much better version, because like a Kirby's Extra Epic Yarn on 3DS is actually pretty fucking dope, but I want it on Switch. I want to
good.
play it on a big screen.
I always bounced off of that because you can't die.
Yeah, it's the easiest game ever.
They
It
have a
kind of
hard
is,
mode,
yeah.
though, and it's pretty dope. The hard mode's pretty dope.
Can you die?
Did they make it so you can die?
I'm pretty sure. There's like this little demon thing that follows you around and you can take damage. I'm
Now
fairly
that's
certain.
challenge. They should just do Planet Robobot, like a deluxe version of that.
Oh, that game's so fucking good.
I
That'd be good.
know.
That's
They
to
fucking
me,
should.
the tier of Kirby goes Superstar, Dreamland, probably Robobot, and then Dreamland 2, and then probably Forgotten Kingdom. Or what was that one called?
Forgotten Land.
Forgotten Land.
Forgotten Land is like on the tippy top. That game is perfect.
That was
That's
really-
that might be my favorite Kirby game.
It was
I really-
really fucking good.
I'm in the
I just have a
minority,
really
but
deep nostalgia for Superstar.
I really like
Superstar's great.
64 personally, but
64 is not bad.
4?
64 is
64.
good, dude.
Oh,
Yeah.
64 is really good. I
you
don't
get
know
to
why.
combine two lightning and you get to be Darth Maul. It's fun.
Yeah.
Step over.
I feel like
All right.
did we talk about this on something? I don't know. We talk about lots of shit on stuff.
But all right, guys, we're now on to serious business, okay? Because
I swear to God.
Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D remake. It's
Oh, yeah,
fucking
It's
It's
in the
fucking-
fucking
it's-
house, boy.
it's fucking real. After being announced at the Dragon Quest 35th anniversary stream back in 2021, I stayed up till like 3 in the fucking morning to watch this, and I thought it was almost a fever dream, right? Because I was like, this looks so fucking good. I'm so hype. And I remember when I was watching this, I was finishing playing Dragon Quest 2, the Switch mobile port of it, and I was going to go right into 3. But I saw this remake and went, okay, I'll just wait. And I've been waiting for 3 goddamn years. But the wait will be over soon, because this is coming out November 14th, 2024. And it's coming to PlayStation, Switch, PC, and the goddamn Xbox. And you
Thank
know I've already
fuck, dude.
pre-ordered that Xbox version. You already know it. It's ready to go. I
I'm
am
going to tell you something
so...
right now, though.
What's
When
up?
they panned away and showed that 1 and 2 are also getting remade, it was like cold shivers. I was like,
What?
"Oh,
What? Is that what you
I'm-
did?
a lot of what's yet again, a lot
Yes.
of what's.
I was
I
just
was-
happy. I was just happy to see Yuji Horii there. We
Yeah,
haven't
that
seen
was
him in a
great.
while.
Yeah,
that was really nice.
He's the only one left from the trio,
Yeah.
and it's really sad.
he is. He's the last one left.
so old
And-
looking. Oh, he's like a little old man.
But he's
Well, yeah,
so
'cause he's
happy.
old.
I know.
And-
You
he's
can't
so
do this
happy.
to her. She's
I know,
too
but I
old.
just- it's
You
just so
can't.
cute. I just want to put him on my pocket.
But I
You're gonna
love,
have to get
but I
one
love
thing.
when he showed up. He was sitting there holding the little slime like it was
slime,
his son.
yeah.
It's like it was his little son. You know, like wave hi everyone.
It would have been funnier if it was his original design.
Ooh, Ugh.
He's like, he's breastfeeding the slime. He's like, shh, don't bite me.
That's enough, Bradley.
Don't make the song into 7, please.
Bradley.
I am
So-
hyped for the remakes of 1 and 2. The only thing that kind of bums me out is that it makes me realize that we're not going to get a remake of 4 or 5 anytime soon.
Well, 5
Play him on the
5 kind of
3DS.
has a remake already that was on PS2.
Just kidding.
That never came out over here because
That's true. It didn't come here.
They have an
No one
English
likes us.
translation though, don't they?
And that-
fan
that remake-
translation?
That remake of 5 on PS2, it's fantastic. It's okay, but really the DS version is the one to play. I think it's
That
better.
is a really good version.
Because I think those older games, like the 2D ones, look so much better in 2D. You know, but real quick, I was seeing that some people were joking about it being called the HD 2D remake for 3, and I had to be the guy to go, well, there's the NES versions, the Super Famicom versions, the Game Boy Color versions, the mobile versions, and then the Switch ports of the mobile versions, and now we're on the HD 2D remakes. So they had to kind of specify it.
It looks so fucking good.
Oh my
gotta
god,
be
it
the
looks
best
better than the original showing of it.
Like it was insane when they were showing like all the gameplay. I was like, God damn it, this is probably the best. Like I know that Star Ocean
This is probably the best thing ever made. God,
it might be. We don't know yet.
It
I
really
think it
is, dude.
I think it is.
Like,
And and weirdly enough, I knew the 1 and 2 HD remakes were coming because at that same anniversary stream, after they show the first little showing of 3, Yuji Horii slips. He's like, after we do this, I think I'm going to do 1 and 2 in this style. And then the host is like, wait a minute, can you say that? And Yuji's like, I don't care. And then they like play a little horn, and you can tell there's like people offset going, shut the fuck up. And Yuji Horii's laughing. He's like, this is my series. Fuck you. You don't own it. I own it. I'm going to fire you, bitch. So I kind of knew it was coming, but the fact that they added it. Yeah, but the fact that they added it in at the end of this for 2025 is fantastic. And there was one Discord that they felt this time to be like, I don't care for the HD 2D visuals. And I'm just like, you fucking assholes, don't rain on my fucking parade.
That's fired.
Let me have this. Okay, you see the poster behind me. Okay, I can't point at it. You can see it.
You got him.
So I'm ready. Okay, I'm so ready for this. I'm so happy. This was easily the highlight of the direct for me. I mean, there was some good stuff after this, but nothing could come as close as my hype for this. It's real. I screeched like a fangirl a little bit, so I will admit.
What fucking game followed this game?
I did.
Funko Fusion.
So what follows this is probably the other true highlight of the direct. Funko Fusion.
What were they thinking when they did this? They were like, all right, check this shit out. And they fucking mic drop with Dragon Quest. And then they're like, by the way,
fuck.
check this enormous pile of fucking dinosaur shit out.
So,
right next to us.
Yeah. Check out this Funko Fusion late to the party licensed travesty that looks like it's on the PS2, and the gameplay is probably somewhere between Skylanders and a Lego game.
Dude, do you remember when they did? I think it was Funko. It did that like Gears of War game.
Yep.
That
Gears
was
Pop.
That happened. Oh yeah.
I played a little bit of it. That was on mobile.
It was all right.
Oh, as if
it was whatever.
Not any worse. Like when you said that the Gears Pop thing, I was like, oh, I might try that on like Xbox or something. It's a mobile game.
Yep.
I
don't think you can get it anymore.
Good.
The worst part is though, kids will probably buy this and probably
yeah. And Bill, did you say before we went live, you like this is probably a licensing nightmare?
It's got to be the amount of licensed products in there.
Yeah, but they did heavily show Five Nights at Freddy's to truly show who the audience of this game is for.
Yep.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
I hate
all
that.
Those racist kids in Among Us. That's who it's for.
They love that Freddy Fazbear. They love that Bonnie and Chica.
That Foodie Fuzz Bar or whatever the fuck, dude.
They're all secretly Balloon Boy.
Yeah, think of the children.
I've watched too much FNAF lore videos. Anyways, we get a reminder that Luigi's Mansion 2 HD is coming. I don't know why they threw this in here. Man. We already know this is coming. It's coming out the 27th. That's cool. It's coming. That's fantastic. But I already have it on the 3DS. I'll probably just play it on there.
Yeah.
It wasn't mission based. Fuck, I hate that so much.
It makes sense for a portable game. I think.
It's a good game, but the whole time I'm like, 3 was just better.
Yeah, 3 and 1 are so much better.
Good. 1 is the best.
I will say 3
in some ways, yes.
3 had really so much charm. Like there was so much charm in 3.
To me, I think 3 is the best game, but 1 has like the best atmosphere. Like the best ghost designs, the best mansion. Like it's just a Resident Evil game.
Resident Mario.
Nintendo, yeah. But Luigi's Mansion 3 was like, let's beef this up and make it more like Mario Odyssey, you know? Mario, yeah. So good stuff. Next good stuff, maybe. The new Dempa Men. It's a sequel of sorts to...
I got fucking pumped for this, dude. That's the
me too, man.
Earlier.
All right, do you guys want to take the floor? Because I did some research. I don't really know much. So please tell us.
This is why we're co-hosts here. This is why we're doing the show.
This is why they're here for the double date. All right.
See, they're freaking out. The 3DO guys are like, "What is this?"
I had to do research on this, and I'm still confused.
Yeah,
It's
fuck
so
off.
sweet, man.
Leave the Devilman alone.
I'm
not
not
more
saying that you're
confused.
bad.
It's
I'm more confused than Psychic Detective.
so think
Yeah.
think
Guys, why don't
Pokemon.
you just let us break it down here for you, okay?
Yeah, think
Okay,
Go ahead.
paisano.
but
Go
like
ahead, Aaron. Tell him.
I guess on the 3DS, you had to use your camera and you point it around at shit in your room. So I don't know how the fuck they're gonna do it on Switch because there's
I
no
don't think
camera
they
on it or anything like that.
There
But
is
yeah.
a mobile Dempamen. Does that use the camera?
I've never played the mobile version. I've just played 1, 2, and like
Yeah.
3.
You
on
guys are the
Switch,
experts
or
here.
on 3DS. I mean, but hold on. Okay, so
Play the
basically,
good ones, man, come on. We don't play
Yeah.
mobile games.
yeah, fuck mobile games. But
Oh no, those Dragon Quest mobile ports are okay.
nice.
That was a shrug. If I've never
I did
seen a
that.
shrug, like you have been working out and doing shrugs because like your shrug hit the top of your head. You shrug so hard.
Yeah, man. I just didn't have a good retort for that. Look at rebuttal even. No, yes, Denpaman. So Pokemon, but instead of like little cute creatures and shit like that, you have these little
It's like a turn-based RPG.
yeah, you have these little like crazy little goofy looking men. They all have different colored outfits and like different antenna symbols and shit like that. So like Pokemon meets Teletubbies, but it's not fucking creepy and weird. Then yeah, it's a turn-based RPG. You go through dungeons, the different colors of the clothes and different like antenna topper shits kind of dictate the different powers and abilities they'll have. Like ones with like black stripes or healers or something. I forget. I don't know. It's
What was
just
really
cool.
crazy was the fact that like it would take Miis that you had made
Yeah,
on
yeah.
system, and also people that you met through like Street Pass. Is that what it was called? Street Pass.
Yeah.
If you met people through that, it would also take those, and those would be like the dudes that you catch out in the wild. So like it
Yeah,
would be hilarious to see like one of your friends show up and just be like, "What's up? I'm a fire dude."
I'm a
And-
fire boy. I'm a firebender.
All right, Daniel, you got a weird face.
Get a party of
Daniel.
yeah,
This just kind of
Daniel.
reminds me of like Metopia, where like you just run into different meats.
Yeah,
like
dude.
throughout
It
the
sounds
game.
a little Metopia, yeah.
Or what was
Better
that
than
one Street Pass game? It was like Save Me, where it's like that princess in a cage, and you
Oh,
have your
yeah.
different
Yeah,
mice
yeah.
kind of like that a little
Yeah.
bit too. But
You
no,
guys ever
Denpa,
run into Miyamoto?
yeah, like 5 times. I'm pretty sure.
Dude, I was at. I didn't understand that this could possibly be just like a little Easter egg. I was at an airport and I was like, Miyamoto?
I was at a
Like,
Denny's.
I was like, what the fuck?
I ran into Reggie
You
a
gonna
lot.
have lunch? I had lunch with Miyamoto.
I met Miyamoto at the back of a Denny's. He dealt me some great coke.
I gave him a jean job.
A Pikmin job.
Rub my Denpa, man, if you know what I'm saying. Hey, I'm Miyamoto. Hey. He's
Floppy
fucking
pickles
Italian.
and stuff.
He speaks English in an Italian accent. Because Mario. Because
I learned it
Mario.
all from The
Imagine how
Sopranos.
alarming it would be to finally meet him, and he's like, the
Parmigiano Reggiano.
Yeah.
Fucking.
The Dempaman's my favorite game.
He speaks with like a Brooklyn accent, like Bob Hoskins did in the
Oh
movie.
my fucking god! Hey, I'll take a ham grand slam, but I want it extra saucy. All right, you capiche? I'm
But Mario-
Miyamoto.
Mario, Luigi Mario.
Scapelli.
Here's 40 yen for your
Oh, I
tip.
used to fucking love that word, Scapellis. I used to just like whenever I was a kid and I'd play with my friends, I'd be like, "So you guys are gonna be the Scapellis because you guys is a piece of shit." Like, and like they would
Did you
always
play
be
The
the bad
Sopranos
guys.
in the schoolyard?
You know what my favorite favorite fan theory is? That Wario and Waluigi are the Scapelli brothers. It makes too much sense.
Yeah,
Oh,
I would
that's
agree.
fucking good.
What's next up on the I
Well-
was
well,
bracket?
The
up,
the Thracket, yes.
The Thrak.
A lot of heroin. No. So the new Dempamen, it comes out on the 22nd of July and it is a Switch
Cool. Damn right it
exclusive. So fuck off PlayStation, you ain't getting this one.
I thought they said it was a timed exclusive.
It might
That'd
be.
be
Say that, I was like, where
If
else?
they
is
did,
it?
I missed it.
Maybe PC.
Yeah, maybe.
Mhm.
But anyways, next up is Metal Slug Attack Reloaded. The mobile tower defense game in the Metal Slug series is
Fuck
finally coming to
yeah.
all consoles and PC, and it's already out.
I'm kind of cool with that.
Um,
Those that like
yeah,
this kind of game.
I mean, sure. I'm not a big
He's
tower
right.
defense guy either. It looks neat, but I'm waiting for Metal Slug
Rocket
Tactics.
launcher.
So give me that. Give me Metal Slug Tactics and we'll talk.
It had pretty SNK
Thank
sprites,
you.
and that's all that I meant. All that really mattered.
Oh yeah, those Metal Slug,
machine
those Metal
gun.
Slug sprites still look amazing.
Marco. I'm throwing out Metal Slug quotes. Keep going. Keep going.
So speaking of Metal Slug,
Enemy
Darkest
Chaser.
Dungeon 2. The long-awaited sequel to Darkest Dungeon, the roguelike RPG, Darkest Dungeon 2. It was released on PC in May of last year and is now coming to Switch and PlayStation on July 15th. I don't know what this is.
I
Anybody?
didn't play the first one. I didn't know if there
gotcha.
was a second one.
I've gotcha. So
Thank you.
get ready to grow a lot. So get ready for all of your hair to turn gray because the games are fucking stressful. So it's all just like. So the first one was you had this little hub town. You have different buildings that do different things, like you buy equipment. Your characters have different stress levels, or not different. They have a stress bar. When they get too stressed out, they'll fucking snap and they'll develop some like mental disorder. Like he's afraid of the dark, so like minus 40% damage when you're in the dark, or like something else stupid. Basically it's a turn-based RPG. What is it? You have different like classes for different characters. The enemies. It's got this like eldritch, like Lovecraftian art style for everything, which is really really cool. But yeah,
I love the art style.
it's fucking hard,
But
man. It's so
I've
stressful.
never played this game, but I feel like I should because there's a lot about it that I want to like. I've talked to Beth about this game and she loves it, and I want to
It's
pick it
cool.
up. I just have so many fucking backlogged games, but like I do want to play this game. And Darkest Dungeon 2 looks crazy.
Yeah, with the fucking weird the stagecoach and shit.
Yeah, what the fuck was that? That looked crazy.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
I might give this one a try if they made it more balanced. Because in the first game, you could train your fucking your big beefy boy like main party members to like the fucking highest level and be steamrolling some fucking shit, but it takes just one fucking party member to go insane and like attack your other party members and just kill your entire party, and it's like, well, they're permanently dead, so I guess I'm gonna start back from fucking square one and redo the entire game for another fucking 40 hours. And then my heart starts palpitating, and I'm like, dude, I need to just play Rune Factory and chill the fuck out or something. Fucking heart palpitations from all the scapellis. Hey, I don't fucking know.
Fuck them Scapellis.
Scapelli like.
Parmigiano Reggiano once more.
All right. So the next thing is we get some NSO drops. Hey, we get some NSO drops here. So we get a two GBA games. We get the Link to the Past port to GBA, which is actually how I beat Link to the Past, and it even comes with the Four Swords,
That's
which is
fucking
great.
tight.
I've never played the Four Swords because I didn't know anybody who wanted to play it with me. So maybe this group here we can maybe mess around with it and see how it
we
goes.
still have to play Pocket Card Jockey again.
I'm down. I'm down for that.
We're gonna play Pocket Card Jockey.
Yeah. So we got that. We got as you can see on the background, Metroid Zero Mission, the famous remake of the original Metroid on GBA. Fantastic game, and I've played a bit of it. It's still fantastic.
Mhm.
And then we get something a little weird. This N64 Mature 17 Plus collection, which is a separate app. You have to go into the eShop, go into the Switch Online, and download this app separately.
With all the parental controls and stuff. I mean, it does make sense. I just found it like I seen Jeff Grubb posted a picture of that like logo, but it had like the middle part of the N64 blurred out, like it was a big.
Yeah, so we're getting this.
N64's big meaty cock.
Yeah, finally we can fuck these games, right? And so and we get Turok Dinosaur Hunter, a game that's never been released before prior to this. But we also get Perfect Dark, which is pretty good considering we had the big Perfect Dark trailer in the Xbox showcase showing the new one, and it looks fucking awesome.
What's up with all this shit that I see about Perfect Dark? Is like the game, it keeps crashing on people and like it runs like fucking ass.
Well, it ran like fucking ass on the N64. I mean, let's be real here.
You had to have the fucking expansion pack to be able to do
and
any
it still ran
thing.
like ass. It still ran like ass.
Which is a shame because the original Perfect Dark is a very good game. But I would say if you want to play it, if you have an Xbox, get Rare Replay. It's right there. They did a lovely remaster of it. So
the
it's
same
in widescreen.
studio that did the Banjo-Kazooie remasters. as
Yeah,
well.
and it is honestly the best way to play the original Perfect Dark. So, but if you have the Switch, you can play it here. It's got online multiplayer,
Wait a
so
minute.
hopefully they'll fix the crashing issues. I know when the original N64 set came out, that had a lot of emulator issues, but those have been fixed.
Well, this
So-
is
I
like
just-
exactly the reason why we started fucking Retro Rehab. It's because we kept talking about like emulation and like game preservation. I'm like, this is the fucking point in case right here. Nintendo
just-
released this thing and it's like, yeah, it doesn't work. Sorry guys, it doesn't work.
Maybe
Meanwhile,
we'll fix it.
this game is running like fucking crystal clear and like actually higher frames per second than it should even have on the Mister on the turbo core that
Mhm.
Robert made for the Mister. And it's like,
Yep.
okay, if this guy's a genius, but like you guys can't source anybody better to make this fucking emulator on your Switch? Like your Switch emulator, like for the old games, fucking dog shit. Like
I just made a realization. They're
What's
putting
that?
Turok on there.
it
The Night Dive Studios remaster is already
I
on
know.
Switch.
Yeah,
It's better.
Dave
in
was
every
talking
way.
about that too.
that was the fucking joke I made. Was like, oh, that game's never been released before, so
Oh,
Like,
I didn't.
recently,
I was actually confused. there
yeah.
for a
So,
minute.
but that says to me they'll probably do the other Turok games on there because why not? And Bill, as you said, you may have said on 3DO, I'm not sure. This may end up us getting Conquer on there.
Well, if they're
which-
making a
which would be a
specific
Mature
step-
one, you kind of
yeah.
have to do Conquer at that point because it's
And there's
kind of the
not-
big one.
I'm playing
There's not
through
very many
Conquer now.
games on there.
and
There's like 30 mature N64 games.
I'm gonna tell you something right now. If
Damn.
they can't get Perfect Dark right, they're not gonna get Conquer right. Conquer is one of the only games because like Rare did some weird ass shit with their games. Like they did some weird black magic under the hood of those games. And like I've only recently found out like that Video Game Esoterica, he figured out how to get Conquer working on the Mister. And you have to play a very specific fucking prototype on the turbo core and it will crash, but then you'll save it and then you just load it back up and it'll forget that it crashed at that part and just move on. It has something to do with memory allocation. Nintendo's not going to figure this out. They're not going to figure that out.
because the N64 is one of the weirdest consoles to like work with, like because it had these.
Yeah.
It was a really weird architecture.
Yeah.
Abs-
So
yep.
I don't know if it comes out on Switch, I will be blown away that they do it. And if it
Yep.
does come out, it's gonna it's not gonna be good.
Maybe they'll do
Next.
the Game Boy one.
Next, they're gonna be like,
Tails, hell yeah.
Yeah.
they'll be like Xena Warrior Princess on N64. Mic drop her out. You've all been
Mosh.
waiting for it.
I'm still waiting for the Quest
Come on,
64
no.
drop because you know one day they're gonna put Quest 64 in there.
That shit to go.
They fucking should, dude.
They will,
I'd
and then
fucking play it.
and then our good buddy Quest will have a good time with that.
And when the fuck
I-
are we gonna get Goemon?
Exactly.
Konami has to
Don't-
care, and
don't.
Konami doesn't.
And they
care.
do not care. No. And speaking of not caring, Phantom Blade: The Lost Hero, which is a sequel to the original PS2 game, I believe.
Oh yeah. This was great because they were like the second entry in the Phantom Brave series. I'm like, okay, so 2 games is a series now.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the original
Don't they
was, I
have one on the
believe,
Wii as well? Or was that a
So
remaster?
it's just it's a port of the one on PS2.
Okay.
Yeah, so this was originally a strategy RPG, I believe.
Yeah.
What
Yeah, baby.
NIS did this?
Yep. If
Yep.
you've played a Nippon Ichi game, if you've played Disgaea, you get the gist. It's one of those kind of games.
Okay, I have not. So I looked at it and went, "Oh, that's neat.
You can turn
So-
like any object into
like-
a party member, and that's pretty cool.
That's cool."
They're really fun games, but you have to have a certain like taste for a Nippon Ichi game because they have a very specific style to them.
Yeah, I've been wanting to get into Disgaea. Disgaea looks like something I would like, but I just haven't gotten around to it yet.
I like Prinny.
Pretty's
real
cool.
good.
So, dude,
All right. So yeah, so this is coming to Switch, PlayStation, and
Red
Steam
alert,
in
dude.
2025. So all you Phantom Blade fans will get your
And a
fix.
brave, sir.
I just loved how they were like, it's from the illustrious Phantom Brave series. I'm like, there's only been one game, guys.
Illustrious.
They know how to hype the games up. Speaking of hype, Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection was next.
My
Gonna
God.
take us for a
This-
ride.
This was definitely a highlight for most people because we are getting all of the arcade fighters from the
Punisher.
famous Marvel Capcom and
The
the Punisher.
Punisher arcade game.
Yeah. So we're getting X-Men: Children of the Atom, Marvel Superheroes, X-Men versus Street Fighter, Marvel Superheroes versus Street Fighter, Marvel vs. Capcom 1, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and they're throwing in the Punisher beat 'em up as I guess, a bonus. But I've
They
heard
had
that
one
game is
extra
really
slot.
good. Basically.
Where do I
Um,
put my
They
wiener?
did that by accident, and then they were like, keep it there.
yeah. So and of course it's going to have online play, which hopefully they get that running well on Switch.
Holy yeah, dude, I'm so fucking pumped
mean,
for this.
To be fair, Capcom has figured out online play on Switch. Like they got Monster Hunter Rise to work, so I figured they could get this to work. Fingers crossed. Like I'm not the biggest MVC guy in the world, but they are fantastic fighting games. So they're coming out for Switch, PlayStation, and PC later this year. Surprisingly, no Xbox version, but
That's weird.
I read about that.
Because I think all the other Capcom collections are on Xbox.
Yeah.
I read about that like yesterday, and apparently it's something to do with like the like it's like the XMA framework for something. I forget what the fuck it was, but it was like something particular with how the Xbox does its online or something like that. I forget, but yeah,
they might end up fixing it and putting it out later. Who knows?
I fucking hope so.
All right.
Kind of hope they at least. This means we'll get like further ports, like we get like Tatsunoko versus Capcom and like Marvel versus Capcom 3 at some point.
Capcom versus SNK.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Capcom versus Capcom.
They can ignore. They can ignore
versus Capcom. Fucking Campbell's.
They can ignore Marvel versus Capcom.
Campbell's chunky.
That doesn't. They don't even need that one.
All right. So next was a game that I don't know if I care about this one. I don't know. Super Mario Party Jamboree.
It's time for the Country Bear Jamboree, everybody.
It's our
Again,
third Mario Party
Gerry,
on
this
Switch.
is why we're besties. Like, I'm ready for this fucking shit. I love Mario Party.
Like,
bam.
It's so interesting to see that we're back to that cadence of like getting a shit ton of Mario Parties on one console at a time, you know. And so yeah, this one has new boards, some old boards. A bunch of mini games. They didn't specify if they were old or new. It might be a mixture of them, and a new 20 player online mode called Koopathon. Koopa.
Yeah, baby.
That looks insane.
Awesome.
We're gonna
get. I know.
We're gonna get the true degeneracy of people like stealing stars and just like fucking people over.
Yeah, I will say of all the Mario parties on Switch, this one definitely looks like it has the most original content and has the
Mario
most promise.
Kart level.
Yeah, and it has the most promise because Super Mario Party, the first one, I've played it a bunch. I don't care for it.
Yeah,
Some about it just doesn't click with me. Superstars is better.
Superstars is way better.
But it's too relying on the old shit. You know what I mean?
Because everyone hated 9 and 10 because they changed everything. And
they added the car. Cars don't work in Mario Party. Get them out of here.
Yeah.
So with Jamboree,
except
it feels
in this one where you have Mario Kart.
Exactly. So with this one, it looks to have the most promise.
I'm ready for the Jamboree. Sign me up.
I cannot wait.
I just love that name, Mario Party Jamboree.
Mario Party.
They know.
Go down, Hootenanny.
I'll be honest with you.
So.
At this point in the thing, I'm like, okay, so we got Mario and Luigi Brothership, and then we got Mario Party Jamboree. I don't care for either of those subtitles.
Yeah, Brothership was kind of weird.
Well, it's a weird pun, but I think it plays into the game of like
there's another
the islands
subtitle for something that's going to come up here real soon that I also was like, okay.
I mean, there's one really bad subtitle, but we'll get to that. But the next game, unfortunately, Red Alert, The Legend of Zelda has now gone woke because now instead of playing as John Zelda, they've now made a Jane Zelda we have to play as. This is some DEI left-wing BS. No. We need to boycott this. Okay.
Right. They're throwing it back to the CDI. It's the Wanda Gamelon. You play as Zelda and you rescue Link.
No, that doesn't exist. No, we're playing as Jane Zelda, and she's gonna like throw tables at enemies because I guess women can do anything. This is bullshit.
Yeah,
Get Grums on the phone.
They better have a line. There better be a part in the game where Zelda kills somebody and they just go, "You killed me," and she just goes, "Good."
Okay.
Look, I'm gonna be honest with you though about this game.
all
At
joking
first, I
aside.
was like, okay, all right, so we're playing as Zelda. All right, let's tell me more. Immediately, I was like, okay, there's no way it's gonna be like just a normal Zelda that you play as Link, but you play as Zelda and she has a sword. So I was like, all right, show me what you got. And I kind of really fucking dug it, man, because I shit so hard on Phantom Hourglass when that first came out. I was like, I'm not controlling Link with the fucking stylus. You can get the fuck out of here. This is stupid.
You
This
got
is
a gun
dumb.
pointed to your head. You're like, I'm not gonna do it.
Get the fuck.
Get this stylus bullshit out of my
Yeah,
Zelda.
fuck
Yo, what you
all
can do
of
with your
the way off.
stylus, Scapelli brothers, and
You can
flick it across
shove
the
that
room.
The Scapelli
stylus
brothers,
right
They
up your
ruined
butt.
it.
Shove it right up your pee-pee holes.
See,
Hey,
I
up a
saw
Scapelli.
this-
Paisano.
I saw this trailer and I'm like,
It's
oh, how
on.
are the Zelda fans gonna get mad this time?
Well, when I first saw it, my first thought was, oh, they're remaking the Oracle games.
That's what
Then-
I thought too, man.
But then, because it's in the same Link's Awakening style that Grezzo had, and I'm pretty sure Grezzo's making this, and so, but it
Hail
keeps going, and
Grezzo.
I'm like, wait a minute, wait a minute, Zelda's or Link's getting sucked into
Yeah,
like
Link's-
the fucking
Link
Link's
the
getting
black
sucked
hole,
off.
the
Link
dark
got eaten
hole,
by the ooze.
basically, and then he saves Zelda just in time, and it's like, oh shit, we're playing a Zelda.
I was
that-
so annoyed in that trailer. He walks right into that damn puddle.
Oh
I was
yeah,
like, I was like,
It's-
come on.
but he has just enough knowledge to get the arrow to free Zelda from the crystal. But and then like E.G. Aonuma shows up with the much better hair. And he's like, is Zelda going to use it? Zelda's a girl. She can't use a sword. So instead, we're going to give her a tri-rod where she can mimic anything. And he is like, anything. So I'm like, so can I mimic a sword? And then dad give me a sword?
Anything.
Which a friend of mine, he said he thinks the ending's going to be like you mimic Link and then you turn into Link and that's how you fight the final boss. So we'll see. We'll see if that happens. But
Also,
but-
like the
but yeah,
Animal Crossing, like you can make a
Girl
bed.
power.
yeah, but honestly, this game looks fucking dope.
It does.
Like I'm not the biggest Zelda guy in the world. Like I still haven't really gotten into Tears of the Kingdom because nothing about it has interested me at all.
Even the
But
monster
this game-
trucks.
I don't care about sandbox shit.
Sunday.
I like watching that content,
Fucking
but I don't want to
robots
make
and
it.
shit.
It's just I'm not
that's-
like
yeah,
I'm not a
that's
mind
understandable.
like I'm not a Minecraft guy. Like I can't make my own fun. You have to tell me what the fuck to do. So
You make
I
it for
can't
me.
go outside and make fun.
exactly, it's
I can't
bullshit.
cut the crust off my sandwich. Ma, you do it for me.
I'm a lemming. Just tell me where to go. But yeah, this game it feels like it's finding that balance of giving the player a lot of freedom in solving puzzles and combat with the tri-rod stuff, but putting it in a smaller 2D, probably a more linear traditional Zelda experience. And it looks fucking fantastic. I love the
that
Link's
art
Awakening
style
art
is so
style.
good.
I'm so glad they still have it because I know the original Link's Awakening remake, when that came out, some people were poo-pooing on the art style, and I thought
I was just glad to see it
they were
running
all
above
stupid.
24 frames per second.
Not only,
yeah, they fixed it.
Thrak, not only are they stupid, but they're wrong and they're butt ugly, and their parents don't love them because that art
they're-
style is great.
There's that great clip of Jeff Gertzman when he was still his giant bomb being like, "You motherfuckers, this is why we can't have cool shit because they want Zelda to turn to a wolf and fuck or whatever."
Yes.
Wolf
I
and
want to turn into a
fuck.
wolf and I want to fuck.
Yeah, that's right. This is what we Skyrim, But I completely agree with him. Like, I love when Zelda does it. Like, Wind Waker's my favorite,
Oh my god.
And a
Wind
lot
Waker
of
is
it
the
is-
most expressive Zelda. Like,
and a
ever.
lot of it is down to that art style. When I saw that art style as a kid, blew me away. And the game also followed suit with how amazing it is. I love sailing around in that game.
Yeah.
But to get an original 2D Zelda this late in the Switch's lifespan really surprised me. I was expecting them to go, "Oh, here's Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, fuck off," right? That's what I was expecting. But a brand new one where we finally get to play a Zelda for reals this time, and having a very interesting game mechanic in here in a fantastic art style.
Tables.
I am very excited for this. The table memes are back, baby.
I know.
I am the table.
I was so
Out the tables.
I'm just amazed it took them this long to have a game where you actually play as Zelda.
Yeah, maybe it was them trying to figure out what to do with it.
Fuck, Tim Robinson
So-
is so good.
He is great.
Hero.
So this game comes out September the 26th. So it's not that far away. And I'll probably be getting this and playing it day one. What about you guys?
Probably not day one, but I will be getting it.
I don't
Same,
want to be
babe.
around anymore.
I'll be at a Denny's.
You'll be playing Zelda at the Denny's.
I'll fucking play it. Yeah,
All right.
yeah, I'll play it.
Yeah, I'm gonna play it too. So
play it
we get
eventually.
we get to the traditional bathroom break at the Direct, the Just Dance 2025.
It's not
just
still coming out on the Wii.
I wanted to snap my phone in half.
it's Just
I'm gonna
Dance,
snap my own
and it's
neck.
weird. They have so they're doing
Steven
basically.
Seagal.
So it's like they're doing a 2025 edition of Just Dance, but also in it they're like, oh, you can get a free trial for our live service Just Dance Plus.
Fucking who
And I'm like,
cares,
you're
man?
you're
Nerdy
doing
motherfucker.
fucking both. Like, just keep it as the live service. That's what makes sense. But yeah, that's coming out in October. If you care, I'm happy for you, dog.
Yeah, that was my pee break during the thing. I was like,
yes.
I gotta pee. I'll be back.
And every streamer hates this because that's when they have to mute it because they'll get DMCA'd. Anyways, Lego Horizon Adventures.
Skip.
We saw this at, was it the State of Play?
Skip.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we saw it there. We see it here again. It's the Sony Lego Horizon thing. It's coming to Switch as well. I mean, it's cool
These
to
Lego
see.
games aren't bad. They're good co-op games, but like
Yeah,
every time they come out, I'm like, oh, I wouldn't mind playing that. I think, and then it comes out, and I'm like, I'm never gonna play this.
No,
it's cool to see a first-party Sony IP on a Nintendo system.
I know it was
Yeah,
so
that
weird
is
seeing
cool.
the Sony logo in the corner next
Yeah,
to the Switch logo.
like-
I was
that's
that's
probably
so weird.
That's probably the coolest part about it, but it looks like it plays just like any other Lego game. And the most fun I've had with any Lego game was when I played the original Lego Star Wars back in the day, and then that new Skywalker saga where they tried to change up the gameplay.
I tried playing that,
one is,
and I hated it.
Lego
But,
I like it.
Kind of cool on the 360, but
Yeah, those were
the last
cool.
one I
Yeah,
played. I
but
don't give a shit.
the best experience I had with that game was me and Matt were playing it, and we got stuck in like Genosis, and we were literally couldn't figure out where to go, and we both legit fell asleep. We were that bored. We fell asleep.
That's awesome.
We woke up and the game was still going, and we were like, "Oh shit!"
If they're
That's
not gonna
great.
give us Bloodborne 2, give us Bloodborne Lego.
I play that,
Dude, Lego Souls, I'm in.
Oh my god.
That'd
I
be
would be
pretty
in.
fucking cool.
But yeah, this comes out this holiday. Sure, why not? Stray is coming to the Switch as well. That
Good-ass
famous
game. It's a
that-
good ass fucking game.
that cat indie game where you're a lone cat going through like a futuristic world and all that. It was
I'll play it
originally
again.
it was originally PlayStation and PC, came to Xbox a while ago, and now it's coming to the Switch. It looks cool. I'd
It's a
probably
fun
buy
game.
it. I'd probably buy it on Xbox for like $10 or something. And maybe one of these days I'll get around to checking it out. So, but if you Switch owners want it, you're getting it coming this
It's
holiday
on
as well.
The PlayStation Extra, I believe.
So there you go. You can get it for free.
It came to that, I think, the day it came out.
Fantastic. Next up is probably the worst subtitle I've ever seen for a game. Tales of the Shire, The Lord of the Rings game. This is that.
I hated this just because it teased me, and I thought we were getting a new Tales game, and then it was fucking Lord of the Rings, and I was like, fuck.
Bill, come on, Bill.
All right, I'll just preface.
I know how you are.
I dislike Lord of the Rings and like Middle Earth stuff, so that's just, this completely. I did not care.
See, I love Lord of the Rings.
I get it. I'm the minority who doesn't
That's
like.
fine. It's fine.
Here's the thing. This is just like a
Jerry's got
cozy.
a serial killer face on.
See, this is just like a cozy Hobbit sim thing. It's coming later this year to everything. I love Lord of the Rings.
Hey, I heard
But-
you like having hairy feet. How about having hairy feet while you're farm? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah.
Please continue.
I do love Lord of the Rings, but the games I like are the movie games EA did back on the PS2, Xbox, and GameCube. Like those are the good Lord of the Rings games. So I don't give a flying fuck about this.
You guys are gonna
No,
have to
me neither.
collab with Matt at some point to talk Lord of the Rings because he wants to do it, and I'm like, Matt, I don't like Lord of the Rings at all.
We'll do it. So yeah, there was that. This might be a big one. Ace Attorney Investigations
Okay.
Collection.
So this was my point where I jumped on the
baby.
table and was like, yes.
It's bill time, baby.
All right, Bill, do you want the floor for this one?
It's the investigation games, but also like Investigations 2 has been stuck in Japan since it came out. Like never came over here. There is a translation, which is a pretty decent translation, but it's like we're finally getting both of them over here, and I think officially now we have every Ace Attorney on Switch, and they redid the sprites and they look fucking awesome. And the investigation games are kind of cool because they're just like completely like you play as the prosecutor rather than the attorney. They're just great games. I'm hyped as fuck for those.
Yeah, dude, I'm buying them for sure. I'm pretty sure I own every Ace Attorney game so far because they're fucking dynamite, just right. They're so good.
This was the last one we needed, and we have all of them now.
I've played a couple hours of the first Phoenix Wright game, and it was very good, but I did not stick with it. One of these days, I'll get to it.
Objection.
Dude,
Professor
we get to.
Hey, I got to prosecute the pigeon on the witness stand, so that was enough for me. I was like,
wait until you get to 5 and you get to prosecute the orca whale.
now we're talking.
You think I'm joking?
No, I know you're not joking. These games get off the fucking wall. So it's cool to see this coming. I believe these were the last like Ace Attorney games that needed to be done in this way. So
except for like maybe Professor Layton X.
Yeah,
Phoenix,
the crossover.
right? But
the crossovers is stuck
I don't
on
know if that
3DS
counts.
limbo right now.
That might have to do more with level 5 because level 5 right now they're kind of in like this weird lull where it's like they have a new Layton game coming. They have Deca Police, but
yeah, where the fuck is Yokai Watch 4? You sons of bitches.
Yokai Watch 4. Well, and it was
waiting for years.
Well, it was a couple years ago. Level 5 were like,
even.
hey, we're not going to bring stuff to the West anymore. And then a couple years later, they're like, oh, psych, here's like 4 fucking games coming to the West.
They're so good too. I fell in love.
Oh,
with
I love level 5.
Like Dark Cloud is when I was like,
Dark
holy
Cloud.
shit! I think I need to start paying
Cloud.
attention to these guys. And then like Rogue Galaxy blew my.
Dude,
Rogue Galaxy
yeah.
slaps. Great
Dragon
game.
Quest 8 and 9.
Dragon Quest 8 and 9 was
Yeah.
I'm a massive Professor Layton fan. I've 100%. I've 100%ed the 6 mainline games. I love them to fucking death.
Fucking good, dude.
And this new World of Steam, I'm very excited for. And they did mend the fence with Yuji Horii because I guess when they left Dragon Quest, there was some kind of iffy tension that happened. But now that that's over, people are like, "Oh, are they going to do a Dragon Quest 9 remake?" And I think Horii has said Yuji Horii has said he's not going to remake any game until 12 is done. So when 12 is done, then they'll consider a remake. And I think 9 would be the one to do.
That really would be, man. Like, give us the fucking multiplayer back.
I'm
like,
shocked that we
I'd play it.
See anything from Dragon Quest 12 all through these summer announcements.
I'm not surprised because it's like the next big game in the series, and it's going to need a lot more work than say the 3 HD 2D remake. And I'm fine with waiting until it's ready to be shown. Like,
plus,
like when it's
11 is just
11 is amazing. Love 11. It's my favorite game in the series. So, and 11 was almost the Final Fantasy VII moment for the series. It almost was the breaking point. And they're hoping 12 will be the one that breaks it through the West.
I'm so bummed that Toriyama isn't going to be around for it.
Yeah,
I think that's probably another reason why it's taken a bit.
Yeah. And I'm like, show me when it's going to come out in like a year. When they're like, we're about a year away, so let's finally show it out. Because I think 11, they announced, I think it was the first game announced for the Switch. It was Dragon Quest 11.
Yeah, because the original trailer for 11 specifically mentioned Nintendo NX. Remember when it was called the NX, everybody?
I do.
Oh, yeah.
Those were some weird days.
They also announced the 3DS version and then completely just pretended that didn't exist afterwards.
That is so weird. But yes, Ace Attorney comes out September 6th. You all are excited. I'm very happy for you.
Great. So ready to play Logic Chess.
So next is the 100 Line Last Defense Academy. It's a new strategy RPG from the creators of the Danganronpa series, where you must defend your school from demons for 100 days. Launching on PC and Switch in early next year.
Yep.
I have not played Danganronpa. I've heard nothing but good things about Danganronpa. Are you a Danganronpa fan, Gerry?
So, when we were talking about Inscription and shit before we started this,
and
I was like, I just started finding out about myself last year. It's like I fucking discovered who I actually was because I was like, I don't like roguelikes, I don't like MMOs, I don't like this, I don't like that. And all those things, I ended up liking those kinds of games last year. And one of them, Beth and I played from start to finish because she's played them a bunch. Her and I played from start to finish Danganronpa. And let me tell you something. I had like fucking visceral reactions to shit that happens in that game.
Like the baseball
like,
death. That was pretty
shock.
cool.
Dude, the baseball death was fucked, but like
Fucking
the first
tight.
initial couple of murders are just like, whoa, what
Like-
the fuck is going on in this now?
Imagine Ace Attorney, but way more anime and way more fucking off the wall.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That's basically Danganronpa.
Sounds like my kind of
Yeah.
game.
Oh,
You
they're
should
great.
Try it,
like,
man.
I never in a million years thought that I would enjoy a visual novel. Never.
Have you
And
tried? Go ahead.
Escape? Zero Escape?
Yeah, I was gonna say any of the Zero Escape games.
Oh yeah, those are great too.
Played. So after we did Danganronpa, we did Zero Escape, the first one, the one that's on the
Oh,
Titanic.
999, 9 hours,
Yeah.
9 persons, 9 doors.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Some pretty cool twists in that one as well. Not nearly as good as Danganronpa. And then like I was just like on a roll, and we played. I can never remember the fucking name of it. It's like Phantom something. I don't know.
Phantasmagoria?
No, not
No,
no. That's like
different game.
That's a different game.
damn it.
Yeah.
Beth, I know you're watching. Tell me what the name of the game is, please, for Christ's sake. Fuck, what is it called?
Stop lurking.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember what it's called, but it was really good, and it actually scared the fucking shit out of me at the beginning of it. Like, I am pretty okay with scary shit. Like, I can handle quite a bit, and the beginning of that game made me very uncomfortable. And it was, yeah, it was good.
So you're excited for this one?
This
I am
game looks
very-
like it's going to be dark as fuck.
yeah, dude.
I'm here for it,
Like,
man.
I'm ready for it. They know
does
how to
look
make
interesting.
a fucked up story.
Like-
Like
That opening cuts. At first, I thought this was like some Tokyo Xanadu thing, and I was like, "Oh, they're bringing that back." And then I was like, "Just dead," and I was like, "Fuck." Okay, nope, this is something else.
yeah,
Yeah,
no, it looks.
It does look
really good.
interesting for sure. But I should probably, I'll probably get to Danganronpa at some point. So who knows? Maybe I'll
should.
get to this. Maybe I won't. I don't
Please,
know. But
God, let's
Danganronpa,
do it.
I should.
Paranormal Site.
Are they
Thank
on
God,
Xbox or am
Well,
I going to get them on
Paranormal Site,
Switch?
yeah.
Yeah,
I think they're on
Paranormal Site.
Xbox now.
Okay, then I'll probably play.
Oh
it.
yeah.
Thank you, Macho Man. So next is Romancing Saga 2: Revenge of the Seven. This is, I
Fuck
believe,
yeah.
a full-on
Good.
remake of Romancing Saga 2.
You know what's
Pretty tight.
insane? They remade Romancing Saga 1 like 2 decades ago, and then they just stopped. And then
'Cause they
now
had to
they're
redo-
finally remaking 2.
Yeah, this is that's coming to Switch, PlayStation, and PC on October 24th.
I'm enjoying-
I've never played a Saga game.
Me either.
So
But I'm gonna tell you something right now,
They're
dudes.
very different.
I am really fucking liking the fact that we are getting more true turn-based RPGs on a big budget scale.
yeah,
Oh yeah,
I feel, and Thrak, back to your point, I feel like Dragon Quest XI was that tipping point.
yes,
When-
I
when they
completely
went,
agree.
Oh
That
shit!
and-
This is a
that and,
fucking huge budget game that's selling millions of copies. People actually want.
It's the best-selling game in the series.
also Persona. Persona was also a big
Exactly.
part of
Persona
that.
was big.
Yeah,
Persona was
Persona
probably
5
a bigger part of that, but Dragon
Yeah.
Quest has that historical thing. And then it's like you have Final Fantasy being like nobody wants turn-based anymore.
Which is
and it's like-
stupid.
Yeah, and it's
Clearly
like
not true.
No,
Bravely Default didn't like much.
Octopath.
Yeah,
you know,
fucking
Yeah.
Shin
like-
Megami Tensei 5, like Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance
Yeah.
fucking just came out and it's better than ever. Like turn-based battles, there's so many layers of like strategy and planning and shit that you don't get out of just like big man, big sword, hit enemy till dead. Like I don't know, man. There's something
Yeah.
about turn-based battles that just they always itch that scratch that I got for like tactics and strategy and the like.
Oh yeah,
I
they
don't
ding
know.
my dong 100%.
Yeah, dude. Please ding me.
Please
I
dig my
completely
dong.
agree.
Ding
So
me,
hopefully-
dog daddy.
So hopefully Sega is listening to this and we get a new Shining Force game for the love of God.
Yes,
For the
fucking
love of God, Sega.
please.
Like,
Stop
and-
making shitty Tails clones and just make a proper Shining Force 4, okay? Camelot is down to do it, okay?
Make
I know.
another make a mainline Fantasy Star game. Just fucking turn based. Like go
Yeah,
back to
Fantasy Star
fucking
5, please. That.
Yes.
I want
yeah,
Phantasy
yeah,
Star
no more
5.
Fantasy Star Online. I know it's great, but like we need to get back to traditional Fantasy Star.
Speaking of that, Fantasy Star 4 HD 2D remake, please.
Ooh,
That'd be fucking sweet,
That
man.
would be big. Yes, the
keep
end
the
of the
is
like
like-
line.
manga panels too, because that shit was so fucking
Oh yeah,
cool.
I fucking love Fantasy Star 4.
That'd be great. So now we're now at the end of the direct, and they're like, "This is the one last thing." And what could it be, right? What could it be? What do they have up their
Mr.
pocket
Robo?
to finally show us what it is? It is not
I
Custom
literally-
Robo.
Dude, I walked down the hallway because it was toward the end of the last trailer, and I was like, I'm gonna go rock a piss real quick. And as I'm walking down the hallway,
Hammer out a
I
creamy
passed by
piss.
nice creamy.
You pissed your
lather up
pants.
piss. Yeah, I walked past my coworker, and she's like, "What do you think's coming next?" I was like, "If it's not Metroid, fuck them."
Yeah.
Well,
And then I come
you
back
did not
and
fuck them.
because I paused the stream because we were both watching it at our desks, and I paused the stream and then I come back and I guess she had watched it like ahead, and I get back to my desk and she's just like, "Did you
Did you see?
Did
Did you
you-
see what happened?
see anything?" And I was like, "I was taking a piss. What the fuck? My phone was right there." She was like, "I want to watch you as you watch the rest of this," and I was like, "Okay." And then I turn it on. I was just like, "What? What?
What? What?
What? What?" Like I'm like getting out of my chair and shit, like screaming.
Yes. So after 7 years, this game was first announced in E3 2017. This was announced when E3 was still a fucking thing.
Yeah.
It was announced there. It was announced that it was getting started development in 2019.
Oh yeah.
And now, 5 years after that, we now finally have seen Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. Bed Bath and
Stupid
Beyond. We're finally
stupid
here. And we actually saw gameplay. We saw Samus running around shooting things. She jumps out of her ship that just looks like her head. They showed that you can scan shit. That's big, right? She does the morph ball thing. There's like war fucking going on, and then at the end,
War
we get
fucking.
war fucking. It happens.
That's my
and
favorite
then,
Pornhub
Get in this
category.
trench.
Get in this
Easy,
trash, boy.
Easy, Samus. And then it ends with an appearance from Silex. Who,
Oh yeah, I forgot about. Oh, because he
who-
appears at the end of 3. I forgot about
Yes,
that.
he's in the secret ending of 3, and he's like the main antagonist of Metro Prime Hunters, the DS game. So now all of us have to go fucking play Prime Hunters again to remind ourselves of Silex.
Fuck that.
Dude,
I'd rather be hitting out of the
Yeah.
brick again.
I'll just play.
It's
I'll
not a
play-
bad game.
It's still
It's not a
okay,
great
so
game though either.
No.
as a
know.
left-hander trying to play that fucking game as a left-hander, it's a nightmare, man. Because most other
Yeah,
people are
fix your
supposed to
shit.
supposed to use
Reprogram
the
your
D-pad
brain.
with like your left hand and then do the stylus with your right hand. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna do like I
Fuck
gotta
you,
do stylus
Nintendo.
with my fucking this is a disgrace to my people.
I
Fix
will
it.
s-
Fix your
I will
fucking
say-
game.
I was so happy to see though that it wasn't just straight up like running around like I'm Rambo. Like it actually looked like there was some actual like Metroid like exploring and like
Yeah, I
scanning
don't
stuff.
want
Yeah.
an action fucking like level based game. No.
No.
And I doubt there's no way that's gonna happen.
Because they
Retro,
showed scenes of of like Samus actually like scanning stuff and reading lore. So I was like, oh thank
Yeah.
God they
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
And-
this
That's
is
guess-
not going to be
fun.
any different than the first two because Retro literally took over the fucking reins of this thing.
Yeah, I'm so curious what the Bandai Namco version would have been.
we'll
'Cause,
get
like,
that story one of these days.
Bad.
I just
Also-
want to know like what was so bad about it that Nintendo had to yank it from them and give it back to
Well,
Retro, who
'cause I
was
think-
completely
'cause I-
unprepared.
Because I think the story for that is Retro was working on the Prime remaster, like separate from it. And then they went to Nintendo and said, oh, we're working on this really nice remaster of Prime 1 for the Switch. We think it'd be great for it. And Nintendo goes, yeah, that's great. Do you want to do Prime 4 also? And they're like, oh, okay, fine. Yeah. So, and that's probably part of what took it so long. And
they
I
went
think
to Bandai Namco, they were like, yoink, and then they fucking
like-
ran out the door.
they're like, fuck you, make more Pac-Man games, please. So I think this will have probably more action, like in like shooting segments than the other Prime games. Because I feel like there's this kind of weird expectation with the Prime games that people view them as like they're like first-person shooters when they're really not.
Not really.
No.
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 They're-
See, the
an
people that
advanced
view them
action
like that are
vector.
the ones that will. I'm convinced the people that view Prime like that are the ones that play Prime 1 and they hate it because it's not what they're expecting.
Exactly, because you don't do that much shooting in the game, and the shooting you do isn't very good.
Why isn't
Yeah.
there any cover? I need knee-high walls to enjoy this game.
What's this exploring?
How do I
Like,
put an
yeah.
ACOG scope on this? Where's my holographic sight? How do I put a
I wanna-
camo skin?
Why can't I have a
What's your
chainsaw?
ADR
on
in
my-
Metroid Prime 2?
Why can't I have a chainsaw on my arm
There was
cannon, which
fucking
actually would be
Deathstroke.
dope as fuck. So there might be some more action set pieces, but I don't think it'll go over the top with it or anything like that.
Where the fuck
it
is
is-
the 2 and 3 remaster to tide us over? That'd be
See,
really fucking
I have-
cool.
don't
See,
know if
I
they'll
have
do 'em.
I have some thoughts about that, but this is slated for a 2025 release, and I have a feeling this will be a cross-gen game.
I
'Cause
don't know, man.
It looks so good. I'm like,
So,
I don't think
John
that's running on
Linneman
Switch 1. I don't
From
think it
Digital
is.
Foundry, he came out and was like, "This is on both." But I was like, "All right, John, like you're the fucking man, like you know your shit." But like, I was not like what we saw at that direct was definitely not being played on Switch.
Agreed.
There's no fucking way that was on
It looks
Switch.
way too good, and
What
it
we will
runs
get on
way too well.
Switch is gonna look like it was fucking created with a goddamn pastel crayon,
This
and
fucking
it's gonna
stomped
like
on it a
have
bunch.
2.5 frames per second.
It'll look like Arkham Knight on Switch.
so
So-
bad.
So in the chat, Game Over Hell actually made a good point saying it said planned for 2025. That, as we know, that could mean anything. So
Well,
That's true.
well, again, I don't think Nintendo would show this if they weren't ready to show it.
I'm
They
sure it's
learned
close. but
they learned their lesson back in 2017, and I think we were at that point where they're just like, you know what? Let's just wait until it's done, and then when it's close enough to where we can actually show it, we'll eventually show it. And think about it, with just about all the directs we've had in the last few years, they don't show a game till it's like a couple months ready to go. So I think we're at a point where it is, when I see 2025, I'm pretty sure it's going to be 2025. I think it's going to be part of the launch lineup for Switch 2. It
That'd be
won't
fucking
be
cool.
it won't be the only Nintendo game. Like, there'll probably be the next 3D Mario with it as well. But like, you launch Switch 2 with the new 3D Mario and Prime 4 together,
Yeah,
like,
you're
that's
gonna
pretty
sell
good.
consoles.
That's pretty
It's-
fucking good.
it's probably going to be like the Breath of the Wild or Twilight Princess. It's going to
Yes,
be like that
it's-
last gen game that's going to
Yeah.
also be the start
If-
of the next gen.
And I
Both of
think
those games come out on launch, my pants will turn into paper mache. Like,
my wallet's gonna hate me so much.
I wonder.
Because I
wonder
think
if-
Prime 4 they could use to be like, oh, here's how it looks on Switch 1. Looks okay, right? But on the next Switch, look how much better it is. Like, they can use the game as the comparison kind of piece, you know?
And I wonder if on the next Switch, if they're gonna. This is just pie in the sky, dude. Fucking. I wonder if they'll finally do a GameCube NSO thing. It seems highly unlikely given how often they're remastering GameCube games.
Yeah.
But a motherfucker can dream. Like, I just want custom Robo and
See-
Wario World on fucking Switch.
I could see them doing a GameCube NSO for games that they don't want to do the remaster treatment for, like, say, Luigi's Mansion 1. If they
Yeah.
don't want to go through the
They've
process
already
of
done it once.
cleaning that up, they could just throw it in GameCube NSO. They could do it with Custom Robo, Kirby Air Ride, like games that
Kirby Air Ride.
they
oh my
don't want to
God.
put, games they wouldn't want to put the effort
choke
into
me.
remastering, but they could just like throw them in NSO real quick, potentially.
Yeah, they need to remember that they have Star Fox. They have to remember that. Like, somebody needs to walk in their office and be like, "Hey, fucking Star Fox, remember that game? You
Star
guys
Fox
should-"
Assault,
Yeah,
good game.
And then
Yeah.
Miyamoto
I could see them.
Fucking tight, dude.
See, I
then,
could
yeah.
see with Star Fox, I could see an Adventures Assault like combo cart where they
See,
put
and
both
I-
games.
Do
I'd be
not
fine
want-
with that.
Someone yells Star Fox, and then Miyamoto comes up from the floor and goes, "VR helmets," and then just vanishes.
You
Either
what if I
that or he
told
comes.
you
He's like,
you
"What's
could
that?"
be
And then he
Slippy
slits your
Toad.
throat. We don't talk about Star Fox here.
I want a Star Fox dating sim. Like, I want to romance Slippy and like.
I think it was
that
what was it?
command.
Was it Cthusiast Jeff? He was like a Mass Effect Star Fox game,
Yeah.
That would be
Is-
Yeah, we were talking about that.
something.
like
That
a
would be great.
big
Yeah, it's not-
giant RPG in the Star Fox universe. That's so awesome that they'll
You know
never
what,
do it.
dude? I'll take a fucking novel written in Braille at this point. Like, I don't give a shit. Like, give me
Just-
something Star Fox.
Just give us a release of Assault. That's all I really want.
Yeah, just
Yeah, with
port
online
Assault, be done with
multiplayer.
it.
Yeah.
Easy peasy.
I'll main Falco again because that's fucking hard mode, man.
Yeah,
You don't main Peppy?
No way. I
No.
like playing
No.
Falco because he has like no HP, and then
But he
Yeah,
can
we're gonna
fly in
off-topic
our
again.
wing.
That's true.
we do
Well,
have
at the end of the day,
Starlink. There is
I think-
Starlink. I just remembered Starlink exists.
If we've
yeah.
learned anything from this direct and this conversation we've had is that Candy Kong can fucking get it.
I'm about
Let's
to
be-
fucking-
like,
I'm
come
pro-
on,
I'm about
guys,
to I'm about to delete this for you fucking saying that shit. But
Rule 34 that shit. Come on.
but to go back real quick, yeah, Prime 2 and 3, I don't think it's ruled out those not coming to Switch. I mean, we do have a direct coming in September. They always do a direct in September, and that could be the avenue where they're like, oh, here's the other two. That they're not going to do the Prime remaster treatment to them. They're just going to like HD them and throw them out there, right?
I got LA Noir levels of doubt for that.
I it's possible. I don't think it's a 0% chance. But also I think by the time we hit the September direct, I think we will know what the Switch 2 is. Because this is probably the last direct of just Switch only titles. And
But they won't do like we'll get the direct in September. I guarantee you November-ish is when they'll have their own like here's the Switch 2 direct. Because they did the
I
same
think
thing
they'll
with
do that
Switch.
earlier, but I think they'll do that earlier. I think we
I
might get
don't.
that in July or August to be
Oh
like,
my
yeah,
God.
here's what it is. It's coming out. Because if it's going to come out, say, early next year, they don't want to have just like 5 months of buildup. They need more time for that.
I would love it to. My bank account wouldn't, but I would love it to.
Yeah.
But I could see them being like July or August. Here's what the Switch 2 is. And then in September, they're like, here's the direct detailing the launch lineup for the next Switch. And that's when we see the 3D Mario game and more of Prime 4 and all that stuff. That's what I'm thinking is going to happen. And then I think they might go March 25 because the Switch came out in March 17. So maybe they want parity with that. Who knows? So, and they have said we will know what it is by the end of this fiscal year, which does end in March.
That's perfect.
Pre-order
because
now
that's my
at
daughter's
GameStop.
birthday, and I know exactly what she wants. She wants the successor to the Switch.
With
Oh,
Metroid
yeah.
Prime 4.
Damn right.
Yeah.
Your kid wants Metroid.
Yeah. Here you
As
go.
soon
You
as-
wanted this for sure, right?
As soon as she unwraps it, you're like, hey, Daddy needs to borrow this for a minute.
Gotta make sure it works.
Yeah. Let me hook this up real
I'll
quick.
see you in 30 hours.
I'm gonna go out for a pack of smokes.
And you just morph ball out of there.
The morph ball always concerned me. Like, how does that work?
In Prime, doesn't it like she just turns into a little thing of like energy and it goes
Yeah.
in the ball? Yeah.
Is she
Oh,
the energy in
yeah.
the center?
Yeah, I
It's
think
just like
she
a
is.
Pokeball. Like, how the fuck? There have been a lot of theories about those being just like Pokemon or like data or light. I don't know. No, I don't give a shit.
So
Yeah.
what bullshit
Balls,
reasoning
right?
do you think is going to be
Balls.
just the Samus in Prime 4? What bullshit reasoning do you think it's going to be how Samus loses all her shit at the start of
She's
the
gonna
game?
get hit in the head with a brick.
Well, it it is war. Well, there is a war going on, so maybe that giant purple cannon, maybe that shoots her in the head.
Shoots a brick
See-
into her fucking face.
see,
I mean,
one of my-
in Dread, wasn't it? She just falls from like a high.
She
Place.
fell off a ladder. And she
Yeah.
just, like,
She was
one of
in
my-
her house.
She just Pratt falls on the fucking ground. That
hanging
was it.
Christmas lights and she fell off the roof.
It was that one scene from National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation where he's putting up lights and then he falls off the roof
Yeah.
or whatever. He's like hanging
See-
from the gutter and then
National
My
Lampoon's
powers.
Samus Vacation.
Yeah.
One of my favorite videos is like,
Samus Vacation.
I'm just imagining like Samus going into like when they go to the Vegas vacation and they're at like the cheap casino and then she just like starts shooting missiles and everything.
yeah. See, I always
Go
think
fish,
of like,
my kind of games.
I always think of like the YouTuber Some Call Me Johnny. He was doing like
Yes.
a series of Metroid reviews, and he was like, "So what happened to all of Samus's stuff in the previous game?" And then it just cuts to an animation of Samus in her fusion suit, and then a rock just hits her, and they just disappear. And it's like, that's about it.
Yeah. Like Fusion was the only one that worked because she
Oh, yeah, that made
literally
sense.
she literally almost fucking died and they had to like amputate her.
Yeah, because in
Yeah.
Prime she just hits a wall and they go away. In
Oh, she's in the
Prime-
elevator and the
all
elevator like
NFTs.
explodes and like it
NFTs
blows up
and
her
crypto.
shoulder pads and then
Yeah.
then that's it.
And then
Yeah.
in
Not my
Prime 2
nice
she
shoulder
gets
pads.
in Prime 2 she gets attacked by some parasites or something.
Parasite Eve.
But no, the worst is Other M though, where it's like you're not allowed to use them.
Yes, God, fuck Other M. I fucking hate that game.
Until that one point in the game, she's like, "Fuck you, Adam." And she just does does it
God,
anyways or whatever.
God, I should write a blog about that game. That game pisses me off.
You fucking
So we are now at the end of the direct. So overall, I'd say we all had a pretty good time with it. You know, really good
Besides
first party
some
lineup.
dog shit.
Yeah, some dog shit, but every direct has some dog shit in it. But I
Not
think
quite as bad as this dog shit.
that's true.
Yeah, this one had
Hey,
such
The
high
dog
highs.
shit, the dog shit in this one will never top the Farming Sim one.
True.
But that
No,
was
yeah, you're right.
entertainingly awful.
We should rank.
This one would be like
We should
this-
rank past directs, dude.
I
Ooh,
think-
that'd be interesting.
I swear this one the whole time it was like they would just like get your expectation higher and higher, and then it'd be like Funko Fusion, and it'd be like, and then
Yeah,
and
like,
then they get
Looney
you up
Tunes
again,
fucking
Jazz
Skyward.
Funko Fusion.
and there would be like just this one like what the fuck thing in the middle that would just kill your boner and be like, oh, great.
my dick went inside of my body when I saw
I-
it.
Oh my god!
I tried
dude.
to balance a Funko on my boner, and it just didn't work out, man.
You'd be like, "Here's Denpa Men 3. Oh, but wait, there's more. Here's Looney Tunes. Fucking
More
doing
bags.
drugs.
Back in action.
Looney Tunes Denny's.
Just Dance again.
Looney
Like,
Tunes
just
just
dance.
dance,
Looney Tunes doing lines in the back of the Denny's.
dude. Basically, like, what the fuck else does Bugs Bunny have going for him?
Porky's done so much coke he lost his stutter.
But
He's like, "Oh, I'm relaxed now."
Aaron almost turned into Porky Pig there for a minute.
I was gonna do the Porky Pig. That's awful, but like he's chilled out now. He's gotten off of cocaine, so he's much more like he's on Ambien now. That's his thing. He's
If
hooked
he's
on
not careful,
Ambien.
he's gonna get cooked at Denny's.
Actually, now that I think about it, like looking back, like Game Over Hell said it best. Like a lot of them came right after like these really awesome announcements, and it was just like complete like
Yeah,
Like,
right
right
after Zelda, Just Dance.
yeah, right,
Yeah.
and then
Right,
right
after Dragon Quest,
fucking
fucking
Funko Fusion.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Like it was like these great moments. It was like here's some shit to kill your mood.
Yeah, it was very much all over the fucking place, but I'd say overall it was a solid direct. Like,
I thought
Some-
it was
Yeah.
very good.
like I saw some people like say like Arlo being like, "Oh, best direct ever," and I'm like, no.
I wouldn't go that
There-
far.
There's always, I feel like after the end of every direct, there's always somebody who's like, "That was the best one ever," and it's like, no, the fuck it wasn't. I'm curious
Yeah,
to what is the best direct of all time, but we
I
maybe
think
that,
it's
maybe
I think
that'll
it's-
be another
think the-
special.
The one
Yeah.
when they showed Breath of the Wild for the first time for me was like, oh,
Ooh, that's a good
I
fucking
still-
trailer.
I still remember this wasn't a direct, but it was E3 the year they announced Smash Brothers for Wii U. They didn't even show anything. They just said we're making one, and the crowd fucking lost their shit. Like
Yeah, like like related to that, when they announced Mega Man coming into that was big.
oh yeah, that
Like
was
holy
huge.
shit! Like Mega
I mean,
Man,
um,
he's back. He's not dead.
Nothing will beat E3 2005 with the Twilight Princess reveal, though, where the crowd legitimate like just completely exploded.
Well, because
people were
those people,
crowd surfing and shit.
because those people have no taste.
Circle pit up.
Because those
What the
people
fuck
have
is
no
up,
taste.
Denny's?
Circle pit.
The one special they had where they were talking about like all
Oh,
the shit the
Jesus.
Switch does and the games coming to Switch, and they showed Shin Megami Tensei 5 for the first time. That was pretty sweet.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It was pretty cool.
They announced that game forever ago.
What the fuck is up, Denny's?
It's a great video, all time classic video.
So good.
Was this direct better or worse than that video?
Are you kidding me?
Yes.
yeah. Well said, Aaron. Well said.
Thank you. All right. So
Yes.
on that note, we are going to call it. So thanks everybody for joining in the live stream and watching this and chatting in the chat. That's great. This will be uploaded later on YouTube. It'll be on the Thrak 94 YouTube channel. And of course, if you are on this twitch.tv/Thrak 94, hit a follow. I do stream, I have some old Genesis game streams. I will be returning to that hopefully soon. So yeah, hit that follow, God damn it, And but if you're on the YouTube, subscribe. And then of course, if you don't listen to any of our other shows, SuperPod, Ghost Radio, all that, you should do that, God damn it. It's a whole network, okay?
It is.
We're trying to compete with ABC, okay? So help us out. Help us out here, okay?
That's right. Read some blogs, man. We read a lot of blogs. Fucking Adam does a fantastic job doing reviews.
Mhm.
We all have the SuperPod Game Club. We're all writing random shit. It's great.
And you can check.
Hopefully,
And you
I
can
was gonna
check.
s- I'm sorry.
You know, go ahead, Bill. Go
I was
ahead.
gonna say, and hopefully we do more of these in the future because these are cool.
Yes, we will. Hopefully, we'll have
Mhm.
a channel dedicated to just these, so I don't just keep taking them all. But you can find all this stuff at the superpodnetwork.com. I believe that's the URL. So go there, find all the video, all the podcasts, all the videos, all the blogs, all that good stuff.
Check it out or die.
Check it out or die.
Well,
So
we need them to be alive, I think.
no,
So
we don't. Fuck them.
Maybe not.
If they don't
as
check it
hard.
out, they don't deserve to live.
maybe a little less. Like something like we'll break your fucking legs. Like,
We're gonna hire an Italian Denny's employee to come around and take care of you. Okay.
the Scapellis will be after.
It's the Scapellis. That's right.
Okay, the Scapellis will be on your door.
How
Is that what you
convenient.
want? Hey, is that what you want? You want the Scapellis? I don't think so.
So you get two options. You either come visit the SuperPod Network or you play Funko Fusion.
Oh, that's tough. Oh God.
Man, I was playing
We should
Mafia
just do a
Definitive.
Would You Rather stream.
Yeah, I was playing Mafia Definitive Edition earlier, so I left the Italian accents for more Italian accents. It's amazing.
Are we doing the wave? We doing the wave?
Shit.
Ah, let's get the fuck out of here.
All right, we're gonna get the fuck out of here. All right.
Love you.
So love y'all and see y'all next time.
Have a good one,
TTYL,
guys.
Bye bye.
NGL.
Peace.
Wave,
Yeah.
wave. God damn it. Wave to the children.